On Saturday, 31st December 1988, the most exciting era in Irish radio broadcasting reaches an end, when the Broadcasting and Wireless Telegraphy Act 1988 comes into force. In order to comply with this legislation, 103.7 KISS FM will close down voluntarily at 6 p.m. on Friday, the 30th of December 1988. KISS FM would like to thank everyone who has made the station possible during 1988. Our investors, sponsors, advertisers, and most of all, you, our listeners. We hope that it will not be too long before we can return to play Ulster's best music once more. For the time being, KISS FM must bid you farewell. And at 6 p.m. on Friday, 30th December, we would like you to show your support and wave us farewell at our studio centre in Old Cross Square, Monaghan. If you can't be with us at that time, then please, wherever you are, just sound your car horn. Sound it long and sound it loud. Let the world know how much you will miss your favourite radio station. Be with us at 6 p.m. on Friday, 30th December 1988 and say farewell to 103.7 KISS FM.
FM 103.7 in stereo. We are KISS FM, Monaghan Town.
Hot hits, KISS FM.
Dennis Murray rocks.
.7 KISS FM at 7 minutes past 2 on Friday, the 30th of December, 1988. And from 1973, the 3 Degrees, When Will I See You Again, taking us into the final hour of Dennis Murray on KISS FM for 1988. And we're into the final 4 hours of broadcasting from Monaghan. Here's a record I used to play quite a lot on the radio here when KISS FM opened first. It's from Brenda Russell along with Joe Esposito and called Piano in the Dark.
When I find myself watching the time, I never think about all the funny things you said. like it's dead. Where is it leading me now? I turn around in the still of the room, knowing this is when I'm gonna make my move. Can't wait any longer, and I'm feeling stronger. But oh, just as I walk to the door, I can feel your emotion.
103.7 Kiss FM at 16 minutes past 2, and that song should have been number 1 for Christmas. 9 a.m, The Comfort Zone from Londonbeat. Right then, the big one of the year starts in 1988 and finishes in 1989. It's Club Nova's New Year's Eve party, and there's a star prize for the best fancy dress. Doors open at 8 o'clock, there's a late bar until 1 a.m, and it's all happening at Club Nova, Millbrook Lodge, Ballynahinch. Be at their New Year's Eve party.
Before we tell you about a range of high-quality precision weighing machines, slicers and price labelers, we'd like to give you a short lesson in pronunciation. The manufacturer of the finest high-tech weighing, slicing and price labeling machinery is Bitserba, B-I-Z-E-R-B-A, pronounced Bitserba. So now you can pronounce it. Give your business the Bitserba boost today. Our German-trained engineers will also service any make of scale or slicer. So call the Bitserba hotline now on 0846 671800 or from the 26 counties, dial 0846 671800. Bitserba, simply the best.
It's New Year once again at Crackers, 53 to 55 Ann Street, Belfast, and also at Unit 6 Union Hall Place, Derry. And Crackers have the most outrageous gifts in Ireland for all the family. There's cheeky chocolates, saucy boxers, novelty candles, G-strings, funny soaps, and many, many more novelty gifts to tickle your fancy and set the party buzzing over the festive season. New Year just wouldn't be the same without Crackers. Call into Crackers at 53 to 55 Ann Street, Belfast, or Unit 6 Union Hall Place, Derry, or call Belfast on 332 085.
You know the value of quality, and you know just where to find it now.
Chicago, the quality clothing specialist for 16 to 25-year-olds. Their monster post-Christmas sale starting Tuesday the 27th of December has massive reductions in all stock. Everything is on sale and everything must go. Catch these amazing offers at any of Chicago's branches throughout the province. Chicago's monster sale prices cannot be beaten anywhere. Check it out at Chicago.
When you know the value of quality, you know just where to find it.
Dennis Murray.
Hot hits, Kiss FM.
103.7 Kiss FM. Inner City and Good Life, and playing that very specially for Anne Clancy, who's listening in Monaghan. A very good afternoon to you. And also hello to Teresa and Adrian, not forgetting Sarah and Mark. Well, as you know already too well, Kiss FM is closing down this very evening at 6 p.m. precisely, and we've begun the countdown to that 6 p.m. hour. 3 hours, 37 and a half minutes left here on Kiss FM on Friday, the 30th of December, 1988. I'll never let you down. Oh, 3.7 Kiss FM plays Sade and Turn My Back on You. 3 hours and 32 minutes precisely before close down here on Kiss FM, and we're going to keep you company right through. Okay, quick look at the weather. Mainly dry today. Temperatures will reach a high of 12 degrees. There will be some lingering cloud around, and winds are southwesterly in direction. Tonight will be much the same, with temperatures around about 8 or 9 degrees. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve day, dry and mild with very, very little wind. And then by Sunday, most places will be very dry indeed. Little winds and quite mild, and a few sunny spells and cooler in northern regions. This one's for Terry Hooley. How's about you, Terry? Oh, 3.7 Kiss FM on a Friday afternoon, playing Marianne Faithfull and Broken English. Right then, Madison's Deer Park is the place to be. Madison's Deer Park every Thursday have a late night disco, and admission is only £2.50. Don't miss the sensational Madison Disco Club every Saturday night between 8 and 1 a.m. Madison's Deer Park is the place to be. Plus, every Thursday and Saturday in January, it's Super Drinks Promotion Discos at Deer Park Hotel.
If all you want from your television and video cassette recorder is the very best picture possible, you really should look at a Mitsubishi.
All we want at the end of the day, all we want when we lock the world away, is nothing complicated, nothing tricky, just a perfect picture. Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi? Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi? Nothing complicated, just a perfect picture. Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi?
Your Mitsubishi dealer is David Gaston, 35 Eglish Road, Rathkenny, Ballymena. Telephone 73270.
1989 comes in with a bang at Studio Kiss, the Four Seasons Hotel Monaghan, with the crazy, crazy Kiss DJs and a great party night. Studio Kiss is the place to be on New Year's Eve.
Take off in style with McCausland's. Why walk all that distance, carry all that luggage, and pay all that money when all you have to do is pull into McCausland's airport car park? They'll not only park your car for you, they'll drive you and your luggage by courtesy coach to the terminal building. They'll also collect you when you come back. You can even have your car cleaned, ready for your return. Next time you fly from Belfast International, take off in style with McCausland. McCausland's airport car park, just £1 per day or £5 per week.
Pattons of Monaghan announced their great winter sale starting Thursday, the 29th of December. They have amazing reductions in their DIY range. Toys, carpets, electrical and hi-fi, plus china and all household items. Look out for special blue spot bargains throughout the store. Pattons of Monaghan have more in store.
From Saturday, the 31st of December, 1988, your favorite radio station, 103.7 KISS FM, will have a brand new sound. Until then, KISS FM will continue to play Ulster's best music, 24 hours per day.
Dennis Murray, rockin'.
103.7 Kiss FM and Baby I Love Your Way and Freebird from Will to Power. Well, we've got 3 hours and 22 minutes left, and during this afternoon we're going to be talking to various personnel from Kiss FM.
Every dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun. Laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks, if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. 'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. 'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Say the last dance for me. Say the last dance for me.
Your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart.
It's new, it's exciting, it's sophisticated, and it's the greatest place for nightlife over the festive season.
Studio Kiss.
Join in the fun at Studio Kiss at the Four Seasons Hotel Monaghan with the crazy Kiss FM DJs over Christmas and the New Year.
Studio Kiss.
On Christmas night, December 25th, the award-seeking John Friday presents his special Christmas show. There'll be fun and games with me, Tom Hardy, at the Boxing Night Party, and make a date with Kiss FM's Owen Barry on Wednesday, 28th December at Studio Kiss, when admission is just £2.
Studio Kiss.
On New Year's Eve, don't miss the party night of the year when the entire Kiss FM team says farewell to 1988. For fun-packed festive nightlife, get along to Studio Kiss, Four Seasons Hotel, Monaghan.
Studio Kiss.
Brian Summers Travel of 1 Main Street, Saintfield are now offering shuttle flights from Belfast to London with one-night accommodation in a central London hotel with bath and breakfast for just £85 per person sharing in a twin room. For details, call Saintfield 511232 or Bangor 454 699. That's Brian Summers Travel, Saintfield 511232 or Bangor 454 699. Wild Side.
For big sailboats.
Wild Side.
Be up front with upsails.
Wild Side.
Stay warm in solar steamers and sail longer with Cosmic and Maui Magic harnesses.
Wild Side.
Keep warm with clothing by Quicksilver, O'Neill and Wahoo. Take to the mountains with equipment from Berghaus, Carrymore, Vango and Ultimate. Plus Marin mountain bikes, canoes, and equipment for racers and fun paddlers.
Wild Side.
Go all the way with Wildside.
Don't forget New Year's Eve Rock Spectacular at the Rosetta Bar. Rock into 1989 with Mega Rock New Year's Eve Party at the Rosetta. They present live on stage Winter's Rain and Balcarra. And on January 7th, it's the return of Ashanti. So this festive season, rock at the Rosetta.
I see you still have the problem.
Yes.
Do you realize it could spread?
What? All over?
Could even affect the vision.
Really?
You will just have to get it replaced.
Well, who would you suggest then?
Well, there is a company called Speed Screen who have a mobile windscreen replacement service.
All I need is a telephone number now.
That's no problem. You can telephone Speed Screen free on 0800 269 595.
Right then. No time like the present. 0800 269 595.
Dennis Murray.
Kiss FM.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart.
103.7 Kiss FM. 11 minutes before 3. 3 hours and 11 minutes before the final showdown. During this afternoon, we'll be talking to some of the Kiss FM personnel and some other people besides. We'll be reminiscing over the past, 12, 15 years or thereabouts, checking out what went on during those years and particularly what went on in the past 9 months here in Monaghan Town. By the way, when I stuck this next record in the cart machine, there was no pun intended. However, we can always pretend. The Animals, we've got to get out of this place.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty. One thing I know is true. You'll be dead before your time is due. I know. Watch my daddy in bed at time. Watch his hair been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. Oh yes, I know. And you. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true, yeah, you'll be dead before your time is due. Know it. Watch my daddy in bed at time. Watch his hair. Believe me, baby, I know it, baby. You know it too.
103.7 Kiss FM plays The Animals, and we've got to get out of this place. 7 minutes before 3, 3 hours and 7 minutes before 6 p.m. and the final showdown. Right then, just like to remind you, McQuillan's Menswear of Portadown are having a massive stock clearance sale going on this very minute. They've selected sweatshirts and knitwear at half price, and up to 30% of ski jackets prices have been reduced. There are bargains galore, as all other stock is reduced by 20%. That's McQuillan's Menswear of William Street in Portadown. Right then, you're listening to Kiss FM on Friday, the 30th of December, 1988. And some music now from New Shoes. It's called Drifting. Drifting away here.
Yeah,
103.7 Kiss FM at 4 minutes to 3. 3 hours and 4 minutes to the final countdown, final showdown. And we'd like to remind you, the big one of the year starts in 1988 and finishes in 1989. It's Club Nova's New Year's Eve party, and there's a star prize for the best fancy dress. Doors open at 8 o'clock. There's a late bar until 1 a.m, and it's all happening at Club Nova, Millbrook Lodge, Ballynahinch. Be at their New Year's Eve party.
Knocknamo Hotel Christmas entertainment starts Friday the 23rd of December with their Teenage Disco. Christmas Eve, it's dancing to the fantastic Dreams. And on Christmas night, they have Rock Stewart and the Plattermen, plus a country night with P.O. McCann. Lovebug take to the stage on Boxing Night with disco entertainment on the 27th. They have a free disco on the 29th and a teenage disco on the 30th. See in the new year with their big band extravaganza, Noel and Graffiti in the Manhattan Club and Chuck, June and the Gamblers in the Glenview Suite. On the 1st of January, they feature Mick Flavin. It's all happening over Christmas and the New Year at Knocknamo Hotel, Omagh.
Barry McGuigan heads Tusk Contracts in Northern Ireland, helping business people do what they're good at, good business. Tusk Contract Hire will take the hassle out of looking after your company's car and van fleet, leaving you to do what you're best at, your own job. You can release tied-up capital, boost cash flow, and have all your payments offset against tax with fixed costs to beat inflation. And it takes just 1 day a year to make sure your managers are kept on the road. Take the next step now and contact Tusk Contracts today at 6 Ballyrath Road, Armagh, or telephone Armagh 527-677. Remember, the Tuskomer is always right, so leave the fighting to McGuigan and the fleet to Tusk.
It's 3 o'clock, and to hear the news about Cleanburn home heating oils, phone free 0800 262 390.
Kiss FM, it's 3 o'clock. The first piece of the cockpit of the Pan Am jet which crashed at Lockerbie has been loaded onto a special lorry and taken away for detailed examination. The cockpit has been cut up for removal by soldiers from the Royal Engineers. Meanwhile, 3 more people are appearing in court at Dumfries, charged with theft of parts of the plane, bringing to 13 the number of people charged. The British government has announced that it's giving £150,000 to the Lockerbie air disaster appeal. The money has been given in hopes of bringing comfort and relief. Scottish Home Affairs Minister Lord James Douglas Hamilton indicated that more cash might be made available to help rebuild the town in the wake of the jet crash. The Northern Ireland Secretary is to be questioned in the Commons about 117 prisoners in the province who had been allowed out to spend Christmas at home. Many of the prisoners are serving life sentences for terrorist-related crimes. The Northern Ireland office says the releases are normal procedures. But Conservative MP Ivor Stanbrook, who has tabled questions to Tom King, says it has been a crass and dangerous error of judgment. Danny Morrison of Sinn Féin has lashed out at Ivor Stanbrook, who has criticised the release of prisoners. Morrison says it's hypocrisy because he remained silent when Private Ian Thane had been released from jail after serving only 2 years for killing a man. The Church of Ireland Bishop of Derry and Drefo, James Mahaffey, says the government must take the initiative to end the political stalemate in Northern Ireland. He says any solution would have to recognise both traditions. In County Down, security forces have sealed off the square in Hilltown while experts examine a suspicious package. One controlled explosion has been carried out and the area remains sealed off. 2 men are due to appear in court in connection with the murder Christmas Eve of a man in Carrickfergus. They face charges of the death of John Kelly, whose body had been discovered near the town's railway tavern. Train services between Belfast and Dublin are now running normally after Army experts dealt with a 400-pound bomb in a wall. Police and troops have been involved in a security operation in the area for almost a fortnight since a bomb attack which damaged the track. The RUC say yesterday's device had been primed for use and had been intended for security forces moving about the area. The Fair Employment Agency is to begin an investigation into employment practices into the further education field in Northern Ireland. The agency says the move follows an investigation into the North Eastern Health Board. Bob Cooper, chairman of the agency, says the ratio of Catholics employed by the board at senior level is deplorably low. A health pressure group in Northern Ireland says the community is going to suffer with the closure of the Alcoholic Education Unit at Purdy'sburn Hospital. The Eastern Health Board says the unit is closing to allow for similar services at Belfast Shaftesbury Square in an expansion plan. And thousands of pounds have been pledged in support of a High Court action today in Dublin by the boss of unlicensed Radio Dublin, who is suing the government for trying to close down his business. Eamon Cook is taking the action under 2 sections of the Constitution in the Republic. He alleges the government is discriminating against broadcasters and their right to work is being denied. Cook is supported by the Irish Broadcasters Association, which is made up of hundreds of radio stations in the Republic. For Kiss FM News, this is Susan Charles.
On Saturday, 31st December 1988, the most exciting era in Irish radio broadcasting reaches an end when the Broadcasting and Wireless Telegraphy Act 1988 comes into force. In order to comply with this legislation, 103.7 Kiss FM will close down voluntarily at 6 p.m. on Friday, the 30th of December 1988. Kiss FM would like to thank everyone who has made the station possible during 1988. Our investors, sponsors, advertisers, and most of all, you, our listeners. We hope that it will not be too long before we can return to play Ulster's best music once more. For the time being, Kiss FM must bid you farewell. And at 6 p.m. on Friday, 30th December, we would like you to show your support and wave us farewell at our studio centre in Old Cross Square, Monaghan. If you can't be with us at that time, then please, wherever you are, just sound your car horn, sound it long and sound it loud. Let the world know how much you will miss your favourite radio station. Be with us at 6 p.m. on Friday, 30th December 1988 and say farewell to 103.7 Kiss FM.
FM 103.7 in stereo. We are Kiss FM.
Hot hits, Kiss FM.
Dennis Murray.
2 minutes left before we close down here in Monaghan Town. Music there from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, the title track of their current LP. During the few hours we've left here on Kiss FM, we'll be talking to some of the personnel like Pat Canan, Roland Burke, Nick Richards, Owen Barry, Susan Charles. We'll be talking to all of them and asking them to reminisce, as it were, over the last 9 months, how they feel about this impending doom. But right now, Lou Rawls from 75, You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine.
As long as you live, someone who loves you tender search someone who cares about you the way I do. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself, baby, but I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else. No one else. You'll never find it'll take the end of all time someone to understand you like I do. You'll never find the rhythm, the rhyme, all the magic we shared, just us two. Oh, I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, but I know somehow, someday, some way you are. You're gonna miss my loving when it's cold outside. You're gonna miss my love. You'll never find another love like mine. You'll keep searching and searching your whole life through. Oh, I don't wish you no bad luck, baby, but there's no ifs and buts, or maybe you're gonna miss my loving. I know you're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my love. Oh, late in the midnight hour, baby, when it gets real cold outside, I know that you are gonna miss my love. Let me tell you that you're gonna miss my loving. Yes, you will, baby. When I'm long gone, I know.
103.7 Kiss FM playing Lou Rawls. And
Let me just turn this up here. Crank it up.
You remember that, do you?
Oh, my mother told me about it, Dennis.
Yeah, she told me as well.
I've actually got to page 97 of the Boys' Own Book of Broadcasting concerning radio station close-downs.
Right. How many pages? 2 pages left, I think.
2 pages left in this book. I'm heading for the index, P45 in pocket. We need people here at 6 o'clock.
That's
Just a
right,
farewell.
yeah.
6 o'clock this evening. If you can't be with us, then please do sound your car horn or truck horn. That would be really loud. We want to hear that sound all over Ulster tonight at 6
Absolutely.
o'clock. But if you can get down to see us, we're at the end of Dublin Street, just before you head out on the Dublin Road in Monaghan Town, above the Happy Friar, and next to Stay Bright Dry Cleaners. And that's the only commercial plugs they're getting. Let's see you here. Make sure you do bring a ghetto blaster, a radio. We'll be out there with a radio mic to talk to you too. So 6 o'clock this evening, start rolling up from round about 5 o'clock. We'll have a bit of a party here in the street in Monaghan Town. Just here, outside the Kiss Studios in Old Cross Square, Monaghan Town. Looking forward to seeing you here tonight.
Right,
That's
Tom. Thanks very much.
Can I go back to my cage?
You'll be coming back and talking to us lots
well,
more,
indeed.
of course.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Are they coming to take me away already? I hear the sirens.
In Hollywood tonight.
Voodoo economics.
In Hollywood tonight.
Hollywood. Police dodge bricks and bottles. You can hear them crashing on the sidewalk. Officers beating and kicking a man on the street.
We just trying to get to keep the police off our back, man.
The suspect reportedly pulled out a 25-caliber automatic handgun and shot the victim in the shoulder. Shot the victim in the shoulder. Shot the victim in the shoulder.
Shot the victim in the shoulder.
With the red guitar on the side. dollars. She's my protection. Yeah, she's a promise in the year of election. Oh, sister, I can't let you go. Like a preacher stealing hearts at a traveling show. For love of money, 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 and the fever is
103.7 Kiss FM coming up on 19 minutes past 3, and the remix there of U2's Desire. Susan Charles, you've someone on the phone.
Well, there's a lot of stations around the country and a lot of stations throughout the world. We are not the only Kiss FM, as it were. The original Kiss FM started up in Los Angeles.
That's right.
LA. So over the next hour or so, we're going to link up with some of our friends at various Kiss FM radio stations throughout the country. And hopefully, if modern technology works right, we should be linking up with 94 FM, which is based in London, England. And Kiss FM there is going to be going off the air tomorrow because they're applying for licenses under the new government legislation that's going to be happening in the UK.
Yes.
Joining us on the phone line this afternoon is Gordon Mack.
Hello, Gordon.
Gordon, can you hear us?
No, we...
Modern technology has done it once again. We'll make a few more phone calls. We'll get Gordon back on the line.
That could well have been my fault. However, never mind. We'll get Gordon back in just a moment.
You know the value of quality, and you know just where to find it now.
Who are Northern Ireland's fastest growing fashion company for 16 to 25s? Chicago. Did you know that Chicago are less expensive than all the leading multinationals? Chicago buy the same clothing, but put it on the shelf for less. They put out new lines every day, and their prices for leather jackets are unbeatable. Check out Chicago at any of their branches throughout the province. Remember, for the best deal around, call today at Chicago.
When you know the value of quality, you know just where to find it.
If it's dancing you're into, there's a great weekend of it every Friday, Saturday and Sunday at the Glenavon Court, Cookstown. You can be one of the crowd on Friday night and dance to Joanna and Tequila Sunrise. Join in the fun on Saturday at Tingle's Nightclub and have a great time on Sunday night with Laurie Hearts and Solid Gold. Follow the crowds this weekend to the Glenavon Court, Cookstown. And remember, when it comes to dancing, the Glenavon is tops every weekend.
Patents of Monaghan announced their great winter sale starting Thursday, the 29th of December. They have amazing reductions in their DIY range. Toys, carpets, electrical, and hi-fi, plus china and all household items. Look out for special Blue Spot bargains throughout the store. Patents of Monaghan have more in store.
The big one of the year starts in 1988 and finishes in 1989. It's Club Nova's New Year's Eve party, and there's a star prize for the best fancy dress. Doors open at 8 o'clock, a late bar till 1 a.m. It's all happening at Club Nova, Millbrook Lodge, Ballynahinch. Be at their New Year's Eve Christmas party.
American Madness. For the finest original 50s American clothing, it's the real thing at American Madness. Original vintage Levi 501s. A unique selection of black tropical jackets, authentic leather and suede styles, baseball jackets, American t-shirts, American folding shirts and waistcoats, plus lots more. American Madness. For the finest original 50s American clothing, American Madness. 5 Wellington Buildings, Belfast, beside the City Hall. American Madness. Phone Belfast 249-051. American Madness, the original clothing store.
22 minutes past 3. Susan, I think we can go back to you.
Let's see if we can try that modern technology again. I think live on the line from KISS 94 FM in London, we have Gordon Mack.
You do.
Oh, we do. Hi, Gordon. How's it going in London?
It's fine, yeah. Beaming out lovely.
Now, you guys are going to be going off the air tomorrow on the 31st of December, but for different reasons than the radio stations in the Republic.
Yeah.
What are your reasons?
We're going off because we want to go for an IBA licence and we can't transmit on January the 1st.
Do you want to buy our jingle package?
I'd love to.
Maybe you can tell the listeners in Northern Ireland and the Republic how your Kiss FM got its name and what the history is behind the radio station.
Well, Kiss FM in London has been going for 3 years. It got its name because there was a club called Kisses in which I used to run. And it was, I don't know, it's just one of those names that always there. It's a good name, isn't it?
Now, I think if a bit of Anorak history serves me correctly, there were some people that were involved in your station in the beginning, some of the board of directors that had some links with the Kiss FM radio station that had been in Dublin at one time.
I believe so, yes. Some of the people that were on our board were linked with you like somewhere along the line, or somewhere over in Ireland, I'm not quite sure.
So your radio format's a little bit different than ours. Maybe you can tell us what type of music Kiss FM in London is playing these days.
Yeah, we're a specialist music station, which means that we play 100% soul/black dance music, which ranges from many different styles like house, rap, and very, very left foot type of music like Bhangra, which is an Asian stroke house music, along with other stuff like reggae, ska, blues, jazz, many forms of jazz, Latin jazz. And that's purely what we deal in. We're a specialist music station.
And music's what it's all about, and that's what these pirate radio stations have been supplying the public with for years, the best in music.
That's right.
Do you have any message for our listeners, Gordon? We wish you the best of luck in getting your license in 1989. Are you still going to be calling yourself Kiss?
We shall, yes. We should definitely keep ourselves as Kiss FM.
All right, and you'll be legal and everything will be wonderful. Is there any message that you have for us here at Kiss 103.7?
Yeah, just from myself and everybody on the Kiss FM, we'd like to wish you all a happy new year and good luck in your future plans.
Same to you, and thanks for joining us live from London, England this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed, Gordon, and thank you, Susan. Right then, we'll be taking lots more calls like that during the programme, and we'll also be talking to some staff and people who have put this thing together, as it were. But in the meantime, we have to get through the normal operations of a radio station, and one of those is to say hello to everyone in Craigavon Glass, especially Brian Hothian and Declan Hughes, who rang up to say goodbye to their favourite radio station. I see. And also hello to John Gartland, who's listening out there in Dundalk. And I believe, John, you're recording over 10 radio stations at this very minute. Oh, how many? 10 radio stations. 10 radio stations. Oh, my. Oh, make sure you got Kiss FM.
I took time out to write to my old friend. I walked across that burning bridge, mailed my letter off to Dallas, but her reply came from Anchorage, Alaska. She said, "Hey girl, it's about time you wrote. It's been over 2 years, you know, my old friend. Take me back to the days of the foreign telegrams and the all-night rock and rolling. Hey, Shell, we was wild then. Hey, Shell, you know it's kind of funny. Texas always seems so big, but you know you're in the largest state in the union when you're anchored down in Anchorage. Hey girl, I think the last time I saw you was on me and Leroy's wedding day. What was the name of that love song you played? I forgot how it goes. I don't recall how it goes. Got a better job, so we moved. Kevin lost a tooth, now he started school. I got a brand new 8-month-old baby girl. I sound like a housewife. Hey, sir, I think I'm a housewife. Hey, girl, what's it like to be in New York? New York City, imagine that. Tell me, what's it like to be a skateboard punk rocker? Leroy said says send a picture. Leroy says hello. Leroy says I'll keep on rocking, girl. Yeah, keep on rocking. Hey, Shell, you know it's kind of funny. Texas always seems so big, but you know you're in the largest state in the union when you're anchored down in Anchorage. Oh, Anchorage. Anchored down in Anchorage. Oh, Anchorage.
103.7 Kiss FM, 28 minutes past 3, playing Michelle Shocked and Anchorage. I've got a couple of lunatics in Studio 2 here beside me. I've been working with these guys since around about 1977 or thereabouts, and they're absolutely crazy. One of them, his name is Pat Canan. You hear him here quite regularly here on Kiss FM. And the other guy, right, you hear him as well on the station, but in fact, you hear an awful lot more of his work because he's the guy who puts together all of the rather clever Kiss FM Crazy Night thingy-me-bobbies and some of the rather smooth and sophisticated jingly-poos for Kiss FM and commercials and things. And his name is Roland Burke, so you're very welcome.
I think you're getting an outbreak of Robbie Irwin disease there, Dennis.
Oh, my hat just smacked me in the eye.
It was a very silly hat, Dennis. I'm delighted about that.
Wear a hat. Tom Hardy has walked in as well. He's not quite half as mad as the two guys in the box beside
You're
me.
kidding me.
No way. I take my sanity pills every morning.
There ain't no sanity clause, don't you know that?
all right, okay, lads. Right, Pat, you got involved in this business when and why?
In 1978, at the very beginning of 1978. Very, very strangely, I happened to be living in a flat on North Circular Road, and John Paul O'Brien was living downstairs, and he said, come and see the radio station. And the rest is history. What more can I say? And I met you then about a week later, and I met him about the same time, and I've never been the same since. You know.
Okay, Roland, yourself.
You have lost weight. I have gotten old, and Roland has grown an attempted mustache, and that's been.
Actually, Dennis, you and I have had a pretty much parallel sort of period of 11 or 12 years because we both started around the same time in Radio Dublin.
That's right. Yeah.
And then we did Big D, and we were in Nova together and the Dublin Kiss FM, and here we are in Monaghan.
It's funny actually because I remember, I think it was it 1983? No, 81 when Radio Nova was closing down. Remember we had the
no, that was 83. It was 81 when Big D closed down.
Oh, 81 when Big D closed down. 83, but Roland and myself, we were having an old natter, as it were, just as we're doing now, and talking about how we'd never be working again in radio, or how maybe we would be working in radio.
Yeah, it's very easy to speculate what happens, but as one gets older, I think one hedges one's bets or doesn't hedge one's bets or whatever. But I mean, who knows what's going to happen next year? You know.
Well, I think the main thing which is happening today, and what has happened today, or what is happening today, is the end of basically. For as far as I'm concerned, I think especially as far as Roland's concerned, as far as you're concerned as well, Dennis, it's the end of half a working lifetime. It's the end of that era, that 15 years, that 12 years. In my case, it's 10 years. In your case, it's 11 years. With Roland, it's 11 years.
The fact is that
it's the end. It's the end of a particular book. Is closed, and the end of that, which is a pity.
We assume that next year various stations will get licenses, both among the existing stations and new stations which don't exist. Thank you. I feel better after that. No.
But how dare you play the zip when Roland is trying to be so profound?
Whatever way you look at it, it's the end of the pirate era, and there's no escaping that. The pirates are.
Are you sure, Roland? Are you absolutely sure it's the end of the pirate era?
Well, if Eamon Cook has anything to do with it, it won't be. But
I have this daunting feeling that if things don't work out the way people want them to work out in the new year, and particularly into 89 and certainly 1990, that you're going to find more radio stations opening up and doing what people want. That is if the new radio stations don't supply what people want.
They won't supply what people want because looking at the outlines of the bill and things like that, it seems to be very iffy. The bill.
You mean the Act, Patty?
The Act or the bill, right?
The bill. They'll be coming around to pick you up at 6. All right, listen, I know you have a record queued up here, Pat.
Yeah. It's probably one of the first tunes I played on the radio. And it basically is a 1978 Tom Robinson fist in the air saying, "We won't take what you're giving us." And you may as well play it. It's called Power in the Darkness.
We'll be coming back and talking to Pat and Roland a little bit later during the programme. In the meantime, the Tom Robinson Band. Power in the Darkness. Oh. We might even stop it where it stops naturally and leave it for about 10 minutes. Ow.
The 6 p.m. curfew is to remain strictly enforced for the time being.
Today, institutions fundamental to the British system of government are under attack. The public schools, the House of Lords, the Church of England, the holy institution of marriage, even our magnificent police force are no longer safe from those who would undermine our society. And it's about time we said enough is enough, and saw a return to the traditional British values of discipline, obedience, morality, and freedom. Freedom from the reds and the blacks and the criminals, prostitutes, pansies, and punks, football hooligans, juvenile delinquents, lesbians, and left-wing scum. Freedom from the niggers and the packers and the unions. Freedom from the gypsies and the Jews. Freedom from the long-haired layabouts and students. Freedom from the likes of you! In the darkness, riding light from the other side. In the darkness, stand up and fight for your rights.
103.7 Kiss FM at 23 minutes before 4. That's Tom Robinson and his band Power in the Darkness from 1978. And that was picked by Pat Canan. and Roland Burke, two lads I was talking to just a couple of moments ago. Susan Charles, hello.
Well, if technology works the way it's supposed to work, we're going to go to a part of the world that's very close to my heart as we travel around the Rocky Mountains and we find our way to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And joining us on the phone line is Terry Reid, who is currently on the air at 97 FM KISS, which is undoubtedly the number one station in Vancouver, Terry.
Well, thanks, Susan. We're really trying. I understand the predicament you're having.
That's right. We're going to be off the air in just about 2 hours and 20-some-odd minutes.
Susan, it really seems unprecedented to me in the brief conversation we just had a couple of moments ago. I don't understand exactly why or what the situation is, but boy, we join you in spirit, at least, from Vancouver, Canada. And another KISS station, 97 KISS FM here. And everybody will be looking forward to the events that come out of this today.
Maybe you can tell our listeners a little bit about KISS FM in Vancouver. You're the FM side of CKWX, the AM station, I think. Do I have that right?
That's right, Susan. What we basically are a soft rock radio station. And I'm sitting in this morning. I usually do the afternoon show and our morning because, of course, we're having our holiday time as well for New Year's. And it's a very good radio station. And we have some very good numbers for our listeners. And basically, soft rock, we got Boy Meets Girl on the air right now. And that's a Seattle group. And Play Pointer Sisters, Paul Simon, and Little River Band, and a whole bunch of other artists that you probably play as well at KISS FM, which is 103.7, I understand, Susan.
You got that right. So I suppose if we're going to send off any audition tapes, or if I decide to head back to my home country, Terry, we'll give you a call.
Susan, I'd love that. Please keep in touch with us. Let us know the developments that are going on.
We certainly will. Can you tell us what one of your slogans are there at KISS?
Vancouver Soft Rock.
Well, this is one of ours, Terry. We're KISS, 103.7, Ulster's quality rock, and we entice you to lock it on and rip the knob off.
I love it, Susan. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you for joining us live from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Terry, the very best for all of you at KISS FM for the new year 1989.
Thanks, Susan. Keep on rocking.
Technics for music lovers. Technics, the foremost name in hi-fi today. Check out the amazing 360 series X900 system from £299 with matching CD player. The exceptional SL PJ25 from £169. Features include infrared remote control, quartz digital tuner, and 30 watts of quality sound per channel. Buy the X900 system plus the CD, mention KISS FM, and receive the Technics compilation disc free. Reach out for Technics at LRG Sound and Vision, Albert Bridge Road, Belfast, East Antrim Electrical Radio and Hi-Fi, Main Street, Larne.
1989 comes in with a bang at Studio KISS, the Four Seasons Hotel, Monaghan, with the crazy KISS DJs. And you can bet your life they're crazy. A great party night. Studio KISS is the place to be on New Year's Eve. I'll see you there.
Caroline music comes to Newry. Yes, Ireland's biggest name in records, cassettes, compact discs and videos is now open in Buttercrane Centre, Newry. If you want it, they've got it. Caroline, the biggest name in music.
Cupid's, County Tyrone's sensational new nightclub in John Street, Omagh, opens its doors on Thursday, the 22nd of December with Celtic Fusion. Don't miss Noel and Graffiti on Friday the 23rd, live on stage in the fabulous Cupid's atmosphere. On Thursday, the 30th, their amazing Solid Gold disco show has to be seen and heard to be believed. For your New Year resolution, plan to be in with the in-crowd at Cupid's Saturday Night Disco, starting the 7th of January. Cupid's, a new experience at John Street, Omagh, opening Thursday, the 22nd of December.
Pattons of Monaghan announce their great winter sale starting Thursday, the 29th of December. They have amazing reductions in their DIY range. Toys, carpets, electrical, and hi-fi, plus china and all household items. Look out for special Blue Spot bargains throughout the store. Pattons of Monaghan have more in store.
On Saturday, the 31st of December 1988, a new law comes into effect. And as a result, your favourite radio station, 103.7 KISS FM, will sound like this. Until then, Kiss FM will continue to play Ulster's best music 24 hours per day.
Dennis Murray, rockin'.
Oh, 103.7 Kiss FM, and it's coming up right now on 14 minutes before 4. We've been on to Toronto, we've been on to London, and we're going over to Susan, and I believe we're going to
well, we're going to go to the Big Smoke. We're going to join Tony Gray in New York City, who's broadcasting at 98.7 FM, Kiss FM. Good. Is it afternoon or morning there, Tony?
It's morning in New York.
It's morning. It's morning in New York. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us today. Tell us a little bit about 98.7 Kiss FM.
Well, I guess briefly, we are a popular music radio station targeted at the New York City dance listeners. And we're fairly successful in our format. I guess when I was on hold waiting for you guys to talk to us on the air, I heard a song that's very popular here playing on your radio station, Big Fun by Inner City. We play records like that.
So where does the KISS history come from? Why the choice of name?
The name was selected about 7 years ago. The station, prior to moving to its current format structure, was what people here term as Top 40 or CHR format. And the KISS slogan was selected because when the format switch was initiated, everyone felt that it was a better logo and slogan for the sound and the style of radio station under its new format.
So what's the main slogan that you fellas use on the air?
More music and more free cash. That's the primary slogan. We hopefully are the most aggressive in terms of playing the largest amount of music on an hourly basis, and we try to aggressively reward our listeners with substantial cash awards during each year.
Well, that's what it's all about. We'd agree with you. More music, it's what it's all about, because being KISS FM 103.7, we've been playing some of Ulster's quality rock and more music than any other radio station in Northern Ireland or in the Republic. And it is sad that we're going to have to be going off the air, but we'll be back, hopefully, licensed in 1989. Tony, thanks a lot for sharing some time with us and talking to us from KISS FM 98.7 in New York City.
Thanks for the call, and good luck.
Cheers. Best of luck in 89. Knocknamo Hotel Christmas Entertainment starts Friday the 23rd of December with their Teenage Disco. Christmas Eve, it's dancing to the fantastic Dreams. And on Christmas night, they have Rock Stewart and the Plattermen, plus a country night with P.O. McCann. Lovebug take to the stage on Boxing Night with Disco Entertainment on the 27th. They have a free disco on the 29th and a teenage disco on the 30th. See in the new year with their big band extravaganza, Noel and Graffiti in the Manhattan Club and Chuck, June and the Gamblers in the Glenview Suite. On the 1st of January, they feature Mick Flavin. It's all happening over Christmas and the New Year at Knocknamo Hotel, Omagh.
If it's dancing you're into, there's a great weekend of it every Friday, Saturday and Sunday at the Glenavon Court, Cookstown. Be one of the crowd on Friday night and dance to Joanna and Tequila Sunrise. Join in the fun on Saturday at Tingle's Nightclub and have a great time on Sunday night with Laurie Hearts and Solid Gold. Follow the crowds this weekend to the Glenavon Court, Cookstown. And remember, when it comes to dancing, the Glenavon is tops every weekend.
Style, comfort, and unparalleled class. Rogers Men's and Women's Clothing believe in the assertion of individuality, the absolute statement of fashion. Rogers for leather horsehide biker jackets, psychedelic shirts, Oxford bags, spotted shirts, fancy waistcoats, and acid house t-shirts, original 501s, plus lots of the latest London designer clothes. Rogers of 34 Howard Street, Belfast. Telephone 249-138. Rogers for the rare breed in fashion.
Don't forget New Year's Eve Rock Spectacular at the Rosetta. Rock into 1989 with Mega Rock New Year's Eve Party at the Rosetta Bar. They present live on stage Winter's Rain and Balcarra. And on January 7th, it's the return of Ashanti. So this festive season, rock at the Rosetta.
The Washington Bar, Belfast City Centre's latest night spot, has the hottest music around every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Dance from 9 till late to music from some of Belfast's top DJs, Caroline Stewart, Brian Gallagher and Mark's Roadshow. Over 21s, smart dress only. And enjoy Kiss FM's Kiss Experience every Wednesday throughout December with Susan Charles. And come alive in the great party atmosphere. It's new and it's different at the Washington Bar, Howard Street, Belfast.
From Saturday, the 31st of December, 1988, your favorite radio station, 103.7 KISS FM, will have a brand new sound. Until then, KISS FM will continue to play Ulster's best music, 24 hours per day.
And we'll play this one very specially for Mammy Burke. Hello.
As I was walking home one evening, I know this takes some believing.
I met a group of creatures with the strangest looking features. A poor old dog and a worm and a weed and a fine old pigeon, yes indeed. A daddy long legs jumped up sprightly and danced to the reel in the flickering light. Oh, round we go, heel to the toe. Then a daddy long legs jumped up sprightly and danced to the reel in the flickering light. On his thin and wispy spindles he was deft and he was nimble. His eyes were scientific and his dancing was terrific. And the rats and the worms they made it in, and the nettles in the corner took it in. Oh God, says I, tonight's the night, we'll dance to the reel in the flickering light. Oh, round we go, heel to the toe. Oh God, says I, tonight's the night, we'll dance to the reel in the flickering light. Then he looked at me directly with a gaze that could dissect me, and he asked me in a whisper, have you got any sisters? Good God Almighty, says I to him, what sort of a man do you think I am? I've only one, she's not your type, she wouldn't dance a reel in the flickering light. Oh, round we go, heel to the toe. I've only one, she's not your type, she wouldn't dance a reel in the flickering light. Says he, does she come from another planet? Has she got a bee in her bonnet? Does she do her daily duties? You never know, we might be suited. And the rats and the worms began to laugh, and some of them started shuffling off. We're going to have some fun tonight, getting ready for the reel in the flickering light. Oh, round we go, heel to the toe. We're going to have some fun tonight, getting ready for the reel in the flickering light. I could see he had no scruples when I looked into his pupils. They were purple or magenta, like a statue during Lent. I said I'd get her right away. Good man, says he, no, don't delay. We're going to have some fun tonight. Then he flipped his legs in the flickering light. Oh, round we go, heel to the toe. We're going to have some fun tonight. Then he flipped his legs in the flickering light. Then up stepped a red carnation, and they gave her an ovation. She was warm and enchanting as she slowly started dancing. And the bright old pigeon peeled his eye, and the nettles and the weeds began to sigh. Daddy long legs said, my oh my, are we ready for the reel in the flickering light? Oh, round we go, heel to the toe. Daddy long legs said, my oh my, are we ready for the reel in the flickering light? She was gentle, she was charming, and I heard him call her darling. He was graceful as a whisper, on his delicate legs of silver. And the rats and the worms were still as mice, and the poor old pigeon said, that's nice. A shimmering veil on a lovely bride, they danced to the reel in the flickering light. Around we go, heel to the toe. A shimmering veil on a lovely bride, they danced to the reel in the flickering light. Around we go, heel to the toe. A shimmering veil on a lovely bride, they danced to the reel in the flickering light. Oh.
Right, and that was music there from Christy Moore from his LP Ordinary Man, and it was called Dance to the Flickering Light. Hello, Susan. We're going to dial now, aren't we? We're going to ring LA, I think. Is that right?
LA, California, inevitably the number one Kiss station in the world.
Right, I'm just about to do it now. I better not read out these numbers over there. I'll just press the buttons and talk to you at the same time, and hopefully we'll be able to get through to Rick D's, is it?
Yeah, we've been trying the studio in Los Angeles for the last hour, and because everything's so laid back in LA, obviously no one's turned up for work, so we've only been able to reach message machines and various recordings, but I think Rick D's does have some sort of holiday message for us. It's unfortunate that we haven't been able to reach them live.
Right. Now, while you were doing all of that yap, Susan, I pressed a couple of wrong buttons, so I had to start again. So I'm almost finished now. I'm on the last 4 digits. 8, 3, 8, 1. Now, let me see what's happening here. Are we getting a dialing tone at all?
Beep, beep, beep.
Yes, we are, I think. Hold on now. Let me see what's happening here.
Hello and happy holidays. 102.7 Kiss FM and 1150 Kiss AM. Tell you what, this is Rick D's in the morning. I'm answering the phone here to tell you very quickly. Talk to somebody live. Call 520-102.7. In the 714, it's 977-1027. We're open from 9 to 5 every day on this phone number. And have a great holiday. You deserve it.
And you have a great holiday, too. That's Rick D's from 102.7. That might sound awfully familiar. In Los Angeles, California, from the No, it's not WK. It's KIIS in Los Angeles. A little bit of fun?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Well, it was Rick D's anyhow. Whether anybody believes that we actually phoned LA or not is another thing.
We could always give them the telephone number and they could try it themselves.
I'll tell you, no, what we'll do is we can photocopy it, right? The telephone bill. And we can show it to the sponsors of this radio station because they'll need to see it.
It's new, it's exciting, it's sophisticated, and it's the greatest place for nightlife over the festive season.
Studio Kiss.
Join in the fun at Studio Kiss at the Four Seasons Hotel Monaghan with the crazy Kiss FM DJs over Christmas and the New Year.
Studio Kiss.
On Christmas night, December 25th, the award-seeking John Friday presents his special Christmas show. There'll be fun and games with me, Tom Hardy, at the Boxing Night Party, and make a date with Kiss FM's Owen Barry on Wednesday, 28th December at Studio Kiss, when admission is just £2.
Studio Kiss.
On New Year's Eve, don't miss the party night of the year when the entire Kiss FM team says farewell to 1988. For fun-packed festive nightlife, get along to Studio Kiss, Four Seasons Hotel, Monaghan.
Studio Kiss.
Festive nights of fun go hand in hand at Flamingo's nightclub at the Valley Hotel, 5 Mile Town. Let Flamingo set the mood for your holiday celebrations and be a part of their seasonal fun night. You can end the year on the right note by being on time for the countdown to 1989 as you join in the New Year's Eve disco at Flamingo's nightclub, the Valley Hotel, 5 Mile Town.
McQuillan's Menswear of Portadown are having a massive stock clearance sale at this very minute. They've selected sweatshirts and knitwear at half price and up to 30% off their ski jackets. There are bargains galore, as all other stock is reduced by 20%. That's McQuillan's Menswear of William Street, Portadown.
Barry McGuigan heads Tusk Contracts in Northern Ireland, helping business people do what they're good at, good business. Tusk Contract Hire will take the hassle out of looking after your company's car and van fleet, leaving you to do what you're best at, your own job. You can release tied-up capital, boost cash flow, and have all your payments offset against tax with fixed costs to beat inflation. And it takes just 1 day a year to make sure your managers are kept on the road. Take the next step now and contact Tusk Contracts today at 6 Ballyrath Road, Armagh, or telephone Armagh 527-677. Remember, the Tuskomer is always right, so leave the fighting to McGuigan and the fleet to Tusk.
It's 4 o'clock, and to hear the news about Cleanburn home heating oils, phone free 0800 262 390.
It's FM News. In Antrim, the Capitol Shopping Centre has been evacuated after the discovery of a suspect device in Dunnes Store. Shop owners have been asked to return to their shops and check for other devices. In County Down, security forces have sealed off the square in Hilltown while experts examine a suspicious package. One controlled explosion has been carried out and the area remains sealed off. Northern Ireland Secretary Tom King is to be quizzed in the Commons on the release of 117 prisoners, many serving life for the Christmas holiday. MP Ivor Stanbrook says the move is a crass and dangerous error of judgment. The Northern Ireland office says the 117 given 1 week's home leave had been serving sentences for serious offences and all had returned to their cells. Danny Morrison of Sinn Féin has lashed out at Ivor Stanbrook, who has criticised the release of prisoners. Morrison says it's hypocrisy because he remained silent when Private Ewan Thane had been released from jail after serving only 2 years for killing a man. 2 men are due to appear in court in connection with the murder Christmas Eve of a man in Carrickfergus. They face charges for the death of John Kelly, whose body had been discovered near the town's railway tavern. Staff at an insurance office in East Belfast have been held up by 2 hooded men. The raiders have made off with an undisclosed amount of money from the Woodstock Road office. No one has been injured and no shots had been fired. 2 men convicted of the robbery of a jeweller in East Belfast have appeared at Crown Court and been jailed for a total of 11 years. 33-year-old William Moffat has been jailed for 6 years. 31-year-old Philip Laffin has been given 5 years after being arrested a week after the robbery. The Fair Employment Agency is to investigate employment practices in further education fields in Northern Ireland. The agency says the investigation follows an investigation into the North Eastern Board. The chairman of the agency, Bob Cooper, says the ratio of Catholics employed is deplorably low. The SDLP spokesman of unemployment, Sean Farron, has welcomed the announcement for the investigation. The nose cone of the Clipper Maid of the Seas, the pilot's cockpit, has been lifted from the Lockerbie crash site. It has been placed on a low loader and being driven south. Meanwhile, 3 more people have appeared in court and been given bail, charged with stealing parts of the Pan Am jet. President Reagan, meanwhile, says the United States is making every effort to find out who carried out last week's bombing of Pan Am Flight 103. Washington is offering a reward of $500,000 for information leading to those responsible. The Soviet Union has destroyed more than 600 medium and short-range combat missiles, about a third of the weapons that it's due to scrap. As part of the process agreed under the Superpower Arms Treaty, 24 of the Soviets' operational missile bases have been shut down. And finally, at 6 o'clock this evening, 103.7 KISS FM will be closing down in order to comply with new legislation in the Republic. KISS FM would like to invite all of our listeners to our studio centre at Old Cross Square, Monaghan, to wave us farewell at that time. For the last time, this is KISS FM News. I'm Susan Charles.
Thank you, Susan, and we're not going to let you go that easily. This is the last news. I thought it might have been the penultimate one. No,
that's it.
The last one, right?
Finished.
Okay, Susan.
It's been a slice.
Oh, God. Jesus. What are we going to do?
Look for jobs, Dennis.
Yeah.
On Saturday, 31st December 1988, the most exciting era in Irish radio broadcasting reaches an end, when the Broadcasting and Wireless Telegraphy Act 1988 comes into force. In order to comply with this legislation, 103.7 KISS FM will close down voluntarily at 6 p.m. on Friday the 30th of December 1988. KISS FM would like to thank everyone who has made the station possible during 1988. Our investors, sponsors, advertisers, and most of all, you, our listeners. We hope that it will not be too long before we can return to play Ulster's best music once more. For the time being, KISS FM must bid you farewell. And at 6 p.m. on Friday 30th December, we would like you to show your support and wave us farewell at our studio centre in Old Cross Square, Monaghan. If you can't be with us at that time, then please, wherever you are, just sound your car horn, sound it long and sound it loud. Let the world know how much you will miss your favourite radio station. Be with us at 6 p.m. on Friday 30th December 1988 and say farewell to 103.7 KISS FM.
FM 103.7 in stereo. We are KISS FM, Monaghan Town.
Hot hits, KISS FM. Dennis Murray rocks.
Used to think that it was me when they hung out on the street. Now that it's his daily beat, he's not so sure, 'cause he's gone to debate on his dreary day. And he'll say you his best friend, so we can explore just a little more. Boys and girls come out to play. life is filled with fear. His habit got in everywhere. His girl can take the heat, but his friends are all so strict. Still the needle keeps him sweet if he can't pay for one more day. Boys and girls come out to play. The young men's on the streets to say, make your dreams be real today. Steal your minds tomorrow. And these boobs have got no beat. He's unsteady on his feet, and he doesn't get to me, not every day. And what started out for a kid has become a daily thing. Now his girlfriend's turning tricks to pay his rent. Boys and girls come out to play. Young men's on the streets to say, make your dreams feel real today. Steal your minds tomorrow. Boys and girls come out to play. Young men's on the streets to say, make your dreams feel real today. Steal your minds tomorrow. Boys and girls come out to play. Young men's on the streets to say, make your dreams feel real today. Steal your minds tomorrow.
103.7 Kiss FM plays UB40 and Come Out to Play. Right then, we'll dedicate that especially to Bernie and Stella from Began's Customs Clearance Office in Armagh. Hello, John.
Yes,
Friday.
I'm here.
Hello,
here.
John. How are you?
Are you receiving me?
I am indeed, loud and clear.
Yes, it's a pity I'm not.
I'm also receiving half of the party in the background there as well.
Well, yes, this is John Friday, a man whose hair is straight but whose head is naturally curly. Some people say I'm nuts, but I'm not. I'm potato crisps. You'll vouch for that, won't you?
I will indeed. Well, yes. John, I tell you, it's a long while in the business, isn't it?
It is, but don't tell everybody that. That's my secret. I just started a couple of years ago as far as everybody else is concerned, right?
That's right, yeah.
I'm looking forward to celebrating my 21st birthday shortly and other such lies.
Listen, I've got a bit of music queued up here.
Oh, no.
Do you recognise this?
He can't sing, he can't play, he looks awful.
Have you heard this before?
You call this music? You can have downtown, you can have the beat. You know what you can do with them and all the rest, cause we're the best. We're Ulster's favourite Kiss FM. On Kiss FM, on Kiss FM, you're never far from a favourite. Just ring us up, request a song, and then sit back and savour it. We're Kiss FM, we're Kiss FM, the loudest thing in your dial. So lock us on and beat the blues. We're radio with a smile. No matter what the weather, we're always here to make your day. So do yourself a favour and chase those awful blues away.
Hey, is this getting any airplay on DTR?
You can have downtown, you can have the beat. You know what you can do with them and all the rest, cause we're the best. We're Ulster's favourite Kiss FM. On Kiss FM, on Kiss FM, you're never far from a favourite. Just ring us up, request a song, and then sit back and savour it. No matter what the weather, we're always here to make your day. So do yourself a favour and chase those awful blues away.
Is that it?
I'm glad it is it, yes. I must apologise before we go any further because I have a really stinking cold today. I mean, I had to get a cold on today of all days. So do you think it'd be possible for me to get a couple of days off?
Well, I'm sure we can organise that for you. The only thing about it is you're not getting any sympathy because we've all got a cold here. Kiss FM, power to the people. We've got a massive sign after coming in here.
Yes. Cue cards, I think they're called.
Cue cards. I feel a little bit like Marlon Brando, all right. However,
yes, where were we? Oh, yes.
I was going to say. Sorry,
your turn.
I was going to say to you, look, you get no sympathy for this cold thing, you know, because we've all got it. And
what can I get sympathy for today? I mean, I need to have heaps of sympathy.
That record.
Well, that's cause for good enough sympathy, I suppose. I tell you, it's strange.
because we've been on the air for 9 months here, Dennis, and you and I have met very infrequently because you're on Saturday and that's my day off. I get Fridays off and Saturdays off for good behaviour, and we had to meet under these rather sad circumstances.
Indeed,
but it isn't the first time we've done this sort of thing under sad circumstances.
No, we had it before in Radio Nova.
Right, we had a close down at Radio Nova in Dublin, and it was just unbelievable. I mean, there were thousands of people thronging the streets of Dublin around the Radio Nova studios when the Southern government tried to close Radio Nova down for good. And well, we all thought that was the end. We were all crying. It was a very emotional day. I mean, I still have newspaper clippings of just wall-to-wall people in the streets. The car horns at 6 o'clock that evening were blaring like it was the end of the world. It was like a nuclear holocaust. It really was. And believe it or not, the scenes were just so dramatic that within a day we were back on the air. The government almost toppled from what I believe, because Nova was just so popular.
I remember well, they got rid of a guy called Ted Nealon, who was the then Minister for Communications, and they gave him arts to look after, and they put in Jim Mitchell.
Well,
it all happened within 3 days.
No comment. You're probably closer to the scene living in Dublin than I am living in Belfast. Do you know, for the last 9 months I've been travelling up and down from Belfast to Monaghan here, 3 hours approximately, an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back every day. I've spent a couple of hours writing the nonsense that you hear in the evenings here, and then 5 hours doing the show. And on top of all this, I've been writing and producing and voicing ads, many of the ads, of course, that have appeared here in Kiss FM.
That's
and
right.
of course, performing at discos around the country. But I'll tell you what, it's been worth every minute of it.
I hope the pints are on you later on. All I got in here, I was allowed to come in on a Saturday at 2 o'clock and allowed to indulge myself for 4 hours. I'm going to do something now that I haven't done since I worked in Big D Radio.
You're going to pop your cork.
Oh my goodness, it didn't sound very good. The sound effects weren't very good.
You need a champagne bottle to pop that.
I think so.
Properly.
This is a rather ordinary kind of Smithwick's.
Well, as I was saying, 10 hours at least every day for the last 9 months, and I'm beginning to feel a little bit tired, so I'm going to get a chance to rest after 6 o'clock this evening. But all I can say is if the listeners have enjoyed it half as much as I've enjoyed doing it, then it's all been worth it. By the way, full details of tomorrow's programmes on Kiss FM are written in dust inside the back cover of your radio.
LJ, thanks. We'll be talking more to you, obviously.
What is that bottle you have in your hand?
Terry Hooley has just walked into the studio and he handed me this. Well, he didn't hand it to me. He left it at the side where I wasn't supposed to see it. I was supposed to see it out of the side of my eye and think he was after buying me a £50 bottle of champagne. And
it's a cheap plot.
I actually picked it up here and it's got Stuart's wine barrel on it. It's $3.99.
Here's the man himself.
It's a really funny story, Dennis. I'd just like to tell the listeners, all the months that I've been coming down here to do the reggae show, I called in to bring this bottle of wine down for you, Dennis.
Why did you bother?
At 3:39. And I went in to buy it and I found that they had a few cans of Red Stripe, which is a Jamaican beer, which I've been looking for ages in the north of Ireland.
Yeah.
And if I had known that, I'm sorry Kiss FM is going off the air, because it means that I can't come down to Portadown on a Saturday night and pick up my Red Stripe. The reason why you've got this bottle in your hand is to prove to my girlfriend that I am not going to be drinking when I'm down here at the Kiss FM party tonight.
Likely story.
Well, I'm not.
All right.
I'm not going to be drinking much.
I liked.
Terry's not going to be drinking.
Just to inform people about what this bottle of thing is, it's Rudolf Müller, and it's they've got a brilliant name, a brand name. It's Splendid.
Yes,
now, I recommend the Splendid Gold. The Splendid Gold is my favourite. But I just want to say something to the listeners, that I am the only person on this station that doesn't have to read out what they're going to say next, unlike some people. And may I just add that we bought this out of John's petrol expenses.
John who?
Thank you.
Oh,
John Friday, the amazing award-seeking John Friday. Yes, I tell you, after all the abuse I'm getting here today, I'm going back to my previous job as a door-to-door DJ. It's hard work, but somebody has to do it.
Well, you'll get heard.
Have you ever had to do that in your experience?
It's a long while now. The last time I tried doing that, I didn't last very long.
Well, it's easy.
I
I'll
got
tell
chased.
you. The secret is not to say too much. You just simply walk up to a door, and when whoever opens the door, you say, I'm John Friday. It's 4:15, and it's 13 degrees, and then you walk away. It's as simple as that.
But what
it's called clutter-free door to door.
What about some music? Can you try a few bars? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this now, right? Okay, you go along now. You're going to knock on the door, and you're going to do your DJ bit, and then you're going to do the music as well.
Somehow I don't think the households would stand for it.
No, well, I tried that. I did try that.
Do you realise there's a banner being lowered across the studio windows here?
Oh my goodness!
I'll have to look in the mirror and see what it says, because we're looking at the back of it.
Hey, you! You!
Me?
No, you. Yes, you. That's right.
Oh, can we say? Actually, I should say something, because obviously we're based here in Monaghan, but the bulk of our listeners probably have been listening in Belfast for the last 9 months, and really, it's terribly sad that we can't be in Belfast somewhere today, but the studios are here, and let me just say to all our listeners in Belfast and outside of Monaghan,
get your ass down here.
We really would like to see you down here in Monaghan this evening for a bit of a street party that we're throwing at 6 o'clock. But if you are anywhere in the province
listening now,
at 6 o'clock, then do toot your car horn, keep it on, jam it on, lock it on for a considerable period of time, at least until the police come to take you away, and show everybody that you're proud to be and proud to have been a Kiss FM listener.
Okay, LJ, thank you. We'll be talking to LJ a little bit more later on, and John Friday, of course, they're talking to us at the minute. Radio, Teresa and Adrian, Sarah, Mark in 3 Mile House, good afternoon to you, and thank you for your sentiments about the station here. As you know, we're closing down in under 2 hours. In fact, we'll be closing down in 1 hour and 42 minutes or thereabouts, so we better play some music. Are you in there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. You know, your man with the radio will be saying those guys there, they don't know the microphone's on. They're talking away, you know, the record's playing. They haven't a clue. 103.7 Kiss FM, 22 minutes after 4, 1 hour and 38 minutes left before the final showdown. Music there from Aha. And in the box next door to me, we've Terry Hooley. But just before, Terry, did you have many people coming in looking for half-price albums?
Julian Cope album.
Yeah.
We sold 3 copies.
Did you?
At
Great.
a discount price.
Uh-huh.
We sold them at £4 each.
Yeah.
Which, believe it or not, I mean, Good Vibrations is the cheapest record shop in Belfast. We've got thousands of singles from 10p, albums from 99p. And we've got great second-hand CDs. We buy and sell.
All right, end of
CDs.
commercial. Right. What I want to say here is very simple. You see, because every Saturday I try and get one up on Terry by doing something rather strange. And what I did this day, even though it's not a Saturday, it's a Friday, I decided that after I played a record, I'd say, well, look, if you have a few bob and you want to buy yourself an album, call into Terry Hooley and mention me, and he'll give it to you for half price. And poor old Terry hadn't a clue about it at all.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll tell you what we'll do now is we'll say anybody that calls in within the next 7 days into Good Vibrations will get a free record.
They have to mention my name now.
Yes.
And I'm not going to tell them what it
If you walk into Good
is.
Vibrations and say, we miss Kiss FM, and
give us a cigarette
Dennis
there, Carl.
Murray's show was brilliant.
Yeah,
They have to tell a lie.
It was really brilliant.
And we will give them a free record. And do you know what we'll give them?
Oh, I'm taking a smoke here.
We'll give them a free copy of I'm in Love with Dracula's Daughter by Terry Hooley.
Have you got a copy of it here now?
I think it's one of the stations somewhere.
I'd just like to endorse that last commercial you had about Good Vibrations. It is one of the best record shops in Northern Ireland.
Yes, thank you, one of our best shareholders, John Friday.
Well, I mean, if you got the ad man himself saying it, I mean, it must be true.
Dennis, if I could be serious for a moment, if there's anybody out there that has got shop premises in Belfast that would like to give a good home to a good record shop, our lease is up. So Good Vibrations are looking for new premises, but we have no money. And a lot of people out there probably don't realise that Good Vibrations was the home of the record label, which discovered people like the Undertones, Rudy, the Outcasts and all. And the record label started up again. And the one thing that I would not do would be come down here today and plug our new flexi disc by a PBR Street Gang, which is called Get Ready for the Big Day. But to me, this is the big day, so we don't have to plug our records.
Okay, Terry, let's get back to business.
Yes, Dennis, the one
why are you here?
Well, why am I here?
Yeah, besides the adverts.
I don't know. Well, I'm here to tell everybody that the one thing that hasn't been mentioned today about Kiss FM was that we had a brilliant team and we all worked together. Now, remember the night that your car broke down in Antrim?
That's right, yeah. I do.
None of us would push it.
No.
It was really the first night that I got to know you. I wasn't actually working on this station. If it hadn't been for my old mate Frank McCarthy, who told me to go and work for Kiss FM, I wouldn't have been here in the first place. But you came and stayed with us, and we put you up.
That's right.
And you had to make breakfast and do a week's washing up and all. But I mean, it was things like coming down here on a Saturday night when Miles Johnson made sure that if there's any engineering work to be done in the studio, he did it in my show. Wee things like that made Kiss FM important to me. Other things like Pat Canan coming in after having a row with his girlfriend and banging on the speakers, which automatically made my records jump.
Yeah.
Things like that I am going to miss.
I know, I miss that sort of thing too, I really do. But anyway, what are you going to do in the new year now, Terry?
Well, I think the one thing that I will do in the new year is start taking my girlfriend out on a Saturday night in Belfast. I haven't actually been out on a Saturday night in Belfast for about 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Not that there's anywhere to go, but I mean...
Good Vibrations.
But I might
closed.
start going to the movies again or something.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to going out in Belfast on a Saturday night.
Right. Do you know how long we've left?
Well, I mean, I don't believe that we're actually going off the air at 6 o'clock. I think we should go on to 12. If nobody else wants to play the records, I mean, I believe in power to the people. Let's give 1.5 million watts of power out there to the people.
Yeah, well, we will. We will in the new year.
I hope so.
1 hour and 34 minutes left.
Well, I mean, I think it's up to people like B96 Belfast Pirate Radio to go on the air again.
Yeah.
So can we wind us up and play a record?
No, because I want to keep you talking. You know, you're one of those guys that just talks and talks. What else have you to say?
Well, I mean, I hope in the new year, the Con McConville's resolution is going to be to shave every day, because I hate coming down here and kissing him when he's got a rough beard on him. I mean, Designer Stubble went out with Bob Geldof.
I'm glad you mentioned Con, because Con grabbed me on Wednesday evening here.
Depends where he grabbed you, Dennis.
Well, I won't say that on the air. Not yet. I might say it at 6:05. But he grabbed me on Wednesday and said, by the way, Dennis, on your last programme on Saturday, you mentioned everybody, but you didn't mention me. And I said, well, there was a reason for that, you see.
Yes, you don't like him. I never mention him on my show either. I mean, he never mentions us on the news.
Well, that's it, you see. He never once plugged my programme or your programme or Paddy's programme on the news, ever. He just came in and read the news, read straight and everything, and never said, listen to Terry Hooley or listen to Dennis Murray or Tom Hardy or anyone, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is that the only time that Con was ever nice to us when he had the wee German tourists around him, you know, the wee girls that he was chatting up, and he's going, hey, this is Terry, and Terry, would you like a drink?
The Hausfrau.
To you know, sort of impress them or something.
Yeah.
But then when they met the Master Blaster, they were really impressed.
There's a guy here waving his arms frantically in the air and
Tom Hardy
running his finger across his throat and saying press buttons and things, you know.
It's really funny because Tom's probably the only one that I really identify.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I mean, I only have one eye, and Tom's completely blind. You know, so we're related. No, I think it goes back to when Good Vibrations label was going. Tom was from the Watford Luton area, and his sister went out with one of the Bears, which was the first English band that I put out on record.
We'll have to come back to you and talk about...
I won't tell you what happened to her.
We'll come back and talk more to you about that.
I've been searching for a pot of gold, like the kind you find at the end of the rainbow. I've been dreaming, thought it was in vain. Oh, but now you're here, can't believe
Barry McGuigan heads Tusk Contracts in Northern Ireland, helping business people do what they're good at, good business. Tusk Contract Hire will take the hassle out of looking after your company's car and van fleet, leaving you to do what you're best at, your own job. You can release tied-up capital, boost cash flow, and have all your payments offset against tax with fixed costs to beat inflation. And it takes just 1 day a year to make sure your managers are kept on the road. Take the next step now and contact Tusk Contracts today at 6 Ballyrath Road, Armagh, or telephone Armagh 527-677. Remember, the Tuskomer is always right, so leave the fighting to McGuigan and the fleet to Tusk.
Estezanos for 80 years of original homemade Italian ice cream. Estezanos are offering special flavors weekly made from original Italian recipes such as rum raisin, honeycomb, raspberry ruffle, toffee nut crunch, chocolate mint crisp, strawberry and pineapple. Under new management, Estezanos still maintains 80 years of the highest quality standard, which is second to none. So stock up on 2-liter packs for your Christmas party dessert. Estezanos are open 7 days a week, 10 to 10, and all day Christmas and Boxing Day. Wholesale inquiries are welcome. Estezanos Original Italian Ice Cream, 145 Newtonards Road, Belfast, just below Templemore Avenue. Or telephone Estezanos Belfast 732929.
Technics announces a breakthrough in CD sound, Light. Technics new CD players with advanced fiber optic technology for distortion-free sound. CDs start at £179, including multi-programmable remote control. Or the Technics multi-disc player at £399, holding 6 discs at one time with random play feature. Mention Kiss FM and receive a Technics compilation disc free with your Technics CD player. Technics for music lovers, now available at Wilson Audio, Main Street, Rich Hill, and Electronic Services, Wellington Street, Belfast.
Madison's Deer Park is the place to be. Madison. Every Thursday is late night disco. Admission only £2.50. Madison. Don't miss the sensational Madison Disco Club every Saturday 8 till 1. Madison. Madison's Deer Park is the place to be.
Dennis Murray.
Dennis Murray's Rocks. All right, Terry, back again. You wanted to say something to us there.
Well, Dennis, God, there's an awful lot of noise in the studio.
I know. It gets like that when you're coming to a close down.
Well, listen, Dennis, I don't want to be hogging your ways, but I'd just like to say a big thank you to Ethna, who made sure that I got down here every week, and to Fred and John and everybody else. But I would like to read a poem, which is my party piece. And if you tell Con to stop fiddling there with himself. Right. This is for all the people who got Kiss FM together, and too numerous to mention, and for all the DJs, and for all the office staff in Belfast, and for the secretaries and the telephonists. And this is my party piece, and it's called Be My Friend. This world's a lonely place to walk around in. This world's a place where life is hard to spend, but we can help each other. Everyone can give a certain gift of words that lift. Please be my friend. Some days you wake up feeling nothing but fear. Some days you wonder why God put you here. Then all at once there comes a word. What was that you heard? Why, someone said in Kiss FM today, please be my friend. This world may not bring much of comfort to you. This world may lose its touch of kindness too. But who's to blame? Why can't you see? Only you and me. So if I may, I'd like to say, please be my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry. I'd just like to say, if you're listening at this very minute,
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
get here. Get down to Old Cross Square in Monaghan.
Stand up for your right.
Get up.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitter is gold. Half the story had never been told. So now you see the light. Hey, Sick and tired of your ism, schism game. Dine and go to heaven in Jesus' name, Lord. We know and we understand. Almighty God is a living man. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So now we see the light. What you gonna we gonna stand up for, alright? Yeah. So you better get up, stand up in the morning. Give it up, stand up for your right. Stand up right now. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Don't give it up, don't give it up. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up.
103.7 Kiss FM, coming up on 20 minutes to 5. Get Up, Stand Up from Bob Marley and the Wailers. Right then, I'd just like to say to you, get yourself down here. We're having a party. We're closing down at 6 o'clock. We want you outside. We'll have a live microphone outside from 5 o'clock. And we'll be talking to different people in the street, and we'll be doing all sorts of things before we actually say our final goodbye here on Kiss FM.
If all you want from your television and video cassette recorder is the very best picture possible, you really should look at a Mitsubishi.
All we want at the end of the day, all we want when we lock the world away, is nothing complicated, nothing tricky, just a perfect picture. Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi? Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi? Nothing complicated, just a perfect picture. Don't you wish you had a Mitsubishi?
Your Mitsubishi dealer is Fred Meehan, Main Street, Newton Butler, County Fermanagh. Telephone 3535.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is something to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah?
Is everybody paying attention?
Yes.
Settle down there in the back row.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Right.
Club Cherie.
Yes.
You know Club Cherie.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe some of you don't know it.
Ah.
For those that don't, I'd just like to say that it's the best nightclub in Northern Ireland.
Oh.
Located in Warren Point. You know Warren Point.
Yeah.
That's the town around Club Cherie. Well, Club Cherie is holding the biggest bang of the year on New Year's Eve. Miss it, and you miss New Year's Eve altogether. That's the message.
Cupid's, County Tyrone's sensational new nightclub in John Street, Omagh, opens its doors on Thursday, the 22nd of December, with Celtic Fusion. Don't miss Noel and Graffiti on Friday, the 23rd, live on stage in the fabulous Cupid's atmosphere. On Thursday, the 30th, their amazing solid gold disco show has to be seen and heard to be believed. For your New Year resolution, plan to be in with the in crowd at Cupid's Saturday Night Disco, starting the 7th of January. Cupid's, a new experience at John Street, Omagh, opening Thursday, the 22nd of December.
It's new, it's exciting, it's sophisticated, and it's the greatest place for nightlife over the festive season.
Studio Kiss.
Join in the fun at Studio Kiss at the Four Seasons Hotel Monaghan with the crazy Kiss FM DJs over Christmas and the New Year.
Studio Kiss.
On Christmas night, December 25th, the award-seeking John Friday presents his special Christmas show. There'll be fun and games with me, Tom Hardy, at the Boxing Night Party, and make a date with Kiss FM's Owen Barry on Wednesday, 28th December at Studio Kiss, when admission is just £2.
Studio Kiss.
On New Year's Eve, don't miss the party night of the year when the entire Kiss FM team says farewell to 1988. For fun-packed festive nightlife, get along to Studio Kiss, Four Seasons Hotel, Monaghan.
Studio Kiss.
Kiss FM.
Coming up on 17 minutes to 5, 1 hour and 17 minutes left before the final close down. And in the box beside me, we've got Con McConnell.
Good morning, Dennis.
How are you? Are you all right? And there's someone else in there crying with you as well. Who's
Yes,
that?
the
Is that
depressed
you?
tractor.
Oh, yeah. Hello, I am a depressed tractor.
You wouldn't be taking the piss out of me, Dennis.
Not at all. Get away out of that.
use
Jeff
that word.
Camden, would I ever take the piss out of ye?
Occasionally.
Well, okay, Con. How's about you?
I'm just out of bed, Dennis, to be quite honest with you. And, I think I've got the eyes to prove it.
You nearly missed it.
You sounded like Pat Coonan there. You nearly missed it.
Missed the end.
Well, you see, every so often, you have to talk like that on the radio, or no one would know where you came from.
Where do you come from, Dennis?
Well, that's a hard
Planet
kept...
Zog.
There's the boss there. He's been doing rude things behind your back,
I know. He does that all of the time, I don't know why he ever let me be in here this afternoon. Anyhow, Con, it's great to have worked with you.
And you.
Your reminiscence now over the last 9 months.
I just can't think. This is just too much.
Well, tell us about what you were doing last night instead, then.
We'll tell you what you're going to be trying to do by this time next year, Mr. Hardy.
No news this morning.
And why there were 2 of them?
This is not fair.
And the morning before that.
And the morning before that as well. Well, you see, you tend
I have to sit in the booth with this guy.
You tend to, the star trip tends to hit your brain, and you tend to go on the rip. I think. Is that enough?
Yeah, all right.
That died in the time.
And you've only been at this for a little while. There's a guy beside you. He's been hanging around for a while too. But he's been doing Kiss Classics every Sunday between what time? Between 4 and 8 every Sunday afternoon into the Sunday evening. His name is Jeff Camblin.
Hello.
And hello. Can I hear that again? Hello.
That's an impersonation of Miles Johnston.
T. Miles G. Johnston, get it right.
T. Miles G. Johnston. Okay, let's get back to Jeff Camblin because that's who we want to talk to.
I've got my hands on his... Oh, sorry.
Shh. Sit there, you animal.
All right, Jeff. I mean, does this mean you can't speak on the air, is it?
No, I've got a terrible cold today.
Right.
Among other things.
So have I.
However...
Go on, say your piece, say your part.
There's been a lot of hard work in the last few years, and today has actually sort of brought it all home to me. The atmosphere here today makes up for all the hassles. And it's great that it should finish like this. What is all...
Dennis, are you dying? What is actually wrong with you there?
What's that?
Are you dying?
You're the anchor man here, Dennis Murray.
Yeah, but I can cheat.
Anyway, I'd just like to thank all the listeners, and it's been all worthwhile. Today especially has brought it all home. And before I say anything else, I might start crying, and we have no tissues. I've used them all up in my cold.
I have a question for both yourself and for Con there, and that is, how much does it cost to advertise on Kiss FM per second?
50 pence.
50 pence, right. How much did we waste in
That's especially for the bungalow people.
Oh yeah, those people, that's right.
Yes.
There's a bungalow somewhere in Belfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roland Burke's favourite place.
Yeah, that's right. I heard about those people.
Lots of toupees floating around.
Money, I'd just like to say that money would never replace what we have here.
Yeah. Okay.
Right on, Jeff, Susan said.
Okay.
Thanks, Susan.
Con McConville, Jeff Camblin, thank
Dennis
you.
Murray,
Thank
you're
you.
a star.
I know. I've been told this before,
Happy New Year!
Like, you see the way I can, shout?
I can shout as well! I can shout louder than you can! I can shout even louder!
There's no reason to believe she'd always be there, but don't put faith in what you believe in. That's getting you nowhere, 'cause it helps you never give up.
Who said that?
Not me.
Was that you, Susan?
Dennis Murray, rockin'.
Oh, hello, Nicky.
How are you?
Nicky, I say Nicky. His name, of course, his name is Nick Richards, you see. But I've got this problem with names.
Really?
No, I don't really. But I like to call Nicky.
Yeah,
Nicky Richards on your radio.
That's all right.
Yeah, like
That's
maybe
all right.
maybe in the new year you'll take it up as a.
I think I might.
Yeah.
Pick up your problem.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it would solve the problem. But as soon as you'd call yourself Nicky, I could say hello, Nigel, or something.
All right. Oh, whatever. Something like that. Let's call you.
All right, we got Susan in there as well. Hello, Susan.
Hello, Dennis.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, well, what are you on in there?
Okay,
Radio today,
so all the men in Ulster are now winning the pages of a magazine. Yes, perfect.
Yeah, I imagine, like, every time I hear you on the air, I imagine, like, this sort of thing.
Thank you, Dennis. Dennis. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, well, I just do that, Nick, I just feel like that.
I hope it hasn't blown your illusion, pardon the pun.
Oh, no, I'm just thinking about it now. Yeah.
What do you think when you hear me on the air?
Susan. Don't ask me that question, for God's sake.
This man here, Nick Richards and I, have worked on several projects together.
I don't believe it.
Yes, we have.
Projects that we can talk about.
Oh.
We'll do a bit of sort of backtracking in history
All right.
here. This man
Yeah.
was one of the last bodies to be removed from the Mi Amigo ship, the first Caroline ship when it sunk.
Right.
Then we worked together on the Ross Revenge, which was the second Caroline ship together, and we were there the day on board the Ross when Laser 558 was towed in by the Department of Trade and Industry from the North Sea Knock Deep Channel.
Absolutely.
And here we are again.
Kiss. In Monaghan.
My goodness.
I'm getting paranoid.
I said to Nick, I'm never going to go work somewhere where you are. That's a message here.
Yeah, well, this is part of the crack of working in radio, isn't it? I mean, you end up with people all the time you've been working with over years of time.
That's true. That's the nice thing about it.
It is. You get to form a sort of a family relationship.
Without the children.
I'm glad somebody said that.
Because we have enough of those around here.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest about it. I mean, the team here at Kiss FM, we've been working together around about 9 months or thereabouts, and we had no children at all.
Actually, that's true. We didn't.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why that was.
Well, I suppose I'm the only one that has to go for the test, so I'll let you know how things are in the new year.
Oh my God!
It's been brilliant because, for me, being a foreigner, as it were, I've had the opportunity to work with people that have been a very strong force in radio in the Republic, for starters.
Yeah, Pat Canan.
Again, touching base with Nick and teaming up with Tom Hardy, who has been one of the most amazing station managers I have ever worked for.
Tom Hardy.
There's been the odd Yank thrown in there, and I'm not too fond of Americans, but there's been the occasional Yank thrown in there. So it's been this great combination of international people coming together, and the main thing that we all love and enjoy.
I'm Sicilian.
And radio.
I told you he was Sicilian. I told you.
Okay, final few words before I cut your throats, as it were.
Oh, please, before we jump off the roof or hang ourselves. I don't know. I had something planned this morning in the breakfast program. I had planned something to say, and it didn't really come out. And I don't think you ever can really say what you really mean until after the event and it's all
I know.
But very sad because we just provided an alternative, and it worked. People liked it, and now we're being taken off the air.
Well,
fiddly-dee, life goes on.
Yeah.
Books get everywhere.
I know. The thing about it is, right, we've said all of this before. We've said it lots of times. You said it in Caroline, I've said it in different places, Nova and Big D and places. It doesn't matter because, I mean, we're going to be back.
Oh, well, I certainly hope so. If Kiss is back with the license, granted the franchise, I'll come back if somebody asks me.
Remember Andy Archer?
I do.
Andy Archer. Who can forget Andy Archer?
Was it Agatha or Doris?
Agatha.
Hello,
Agatha. Now, he's very settled these days in Rose Cottage in Suffolk. But Andy said, I remember this. It touched my heart. It touched my nose.
What was he talking about?
Oh, I think I better turn the microphone off.
Archer said, wherever pirate radio is, the same people gather. Yeah. That's true.
And the spirit,
this man
is
here,
there.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yes.
10 years ago, we first met up on a rusty tub in the North Sea. Dennis I met best part of 8 years ago. Susan also, in a roundabout way, worked on that same rusty tub, or the same concept. Wherever the spirit is, the same people arrive.
We're looking for new people too, of course.
Here, here. On that one from Tom, we'll make some money. We're still making money. Would you believe I can't.
I just about believe it. Oh, what? Beg your pardon?
He said something about shag.
Oh, excuse me. I don't smoke Dutch tobacco. I don't smoke Dutch tobacco.
Yes. There's a standard around the station because I'm constantly referring to Nick Richards as shag, and it's not meant in a dirty, nasty way whatsoever. It's a description of working on the North Sea and looking for tobacco for roll-ups.
Tony Allen told me all about
cigarettes.
that.
And it's meant
sober.
It's meant endearingly. It's meant that I'm looking for a cigarette and. I love the years that we've spent together and worked together, and it's all about Dutch tobacco. It has nothing to do that's nasty or incriminating.
It's 5 minutes to 6. No, it's not.
Certainly.
I hope it isn't. I hope it isn't.
It's 5 minutes to 5.
I'll have a get your butt down here at the studios.
Yeah, get
now,
here. I mean,
instantly.
This is what we want to
Jump
do.
in the car.
Right.
Free stickers for everybody.
McCartan Sports in Downpatrick, who called to wish us all the best. Hello to all of you, and thank you for your sentiments.
Eric Hopkirk for the ultimate in-car audio systems offers the finest range manufactured by Trio Kenwood. The KDC 9TR combined CD player and tuner amplifier, £599. The KRC 363L cassette radio, £149. And Kenwood's KRC 565 combined cassette radio, voted Best Buy by Car Hi-Fi magazine, is only £269. Tune into the future now with Eric Hopkirk, 95 York Street, Belfast, the in-car hi-fi specialist. Call Belfast 233 134.
That's another £100 in the kitty.
Wild Side.
For big sailboards.
Wild Side.
Be up front with upsails.
Wild Side.
Stay warm in solar steamers and sail longer with Cosmic and Maui Magic harnesses.
Wild Side.
Keep warm with clothing by Quicksilver, O'Neill and Wahoo. Take to the mountains with equipment from Berghaus, Carrymore, Bango and Ultimate. Plus Marin mountain bikes, canoes, and equipment for racers and fun paddlers.
Wild Side.
Go all the way with Wild Side.
And that's another £100 in the kitty.
The spirit of George Washington is alive in Belfast City Centre's newest meeting place, the Washington Bar. Hungry? Choose from their home bakery downstairs. They serve house-baked bread, pies and joints from noon till 3. Their upstairs restaurant menu features the Washington Spirit from noon till 9 p.m. The completely refurbished Washington also stocks a large selection of the finest beers and wines. The Washington Bar, Howard Street, Belfast. Phone 241-891 for Christmas party reservations.
Kiss FM.
Christmas party reservations. What do you think about that, Owen?
Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
How are you? Listen, you were saying earlier on. You were saying earlier on that you go ooh when you hear
Yes,
Susan's voice. What happens when you hear my voice, lovey?
I go on fluttery and fluttery and.
Well, that makes me feel much, much better now.
Oh,
No.
you look better for it.
It's funny, actually, because one of the great things about people who work in broadcasting is they can all of a sudden change their voices.
That's right, yes.
And pretend they're other people altogether.
Oh, there's Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey.
How are you, Jeffrey? Oh, isn't it nice?
Let's play a game. Let's put bungle in the microwave.
Okay. Yes, I heard a great one actually.
Here we go.
And this one's good. How do you make a duck sing?
How do you make a duck sing?
Do you send it to singing lessons?
You could do that, but it would be rather expensive now. Two, sir. Any other ideas? All right then. You pop it in the microwave, right?
Yeah.
And you wait till it still withers.
No.
It's good, isn't it? That's
I've
brilliant,
heard
isn't
that
it?
twice before, and I just couldn't remember the answer.
My goodness. I tell you, it's coming up to 1:05, which means 1 hour and 1 minute left of broadcasting from
I hope
Kiss
you're in
FM.
for overtime. You're on a long shift since what time?
Yeah, I came in here at 12. I thought I was going to finish at 2, but they couldn't get me out.
Think of the overtime.
I'm tied into the chair. You know that commercial you see on TV for the one of those satellite radio stations, and there's this disc jockey, and he's tied into the chair, and they slapped some sort of a sticker or something on his mouth, and
he worked in some funny radio stations in his time.
Did you see that? Did you?
I can't say I didn't. Did you? Yeah. We know the one.
Do you?
Like electric chairs, by the sound of things.
Right.
Do you think we're going to get hundreds of people outside Kiss tonight at 6
We
o'clock?
are. I mean, they're coming here already. There's about, how many's out there? There's about 100 people outside already.
Everybody is welcome. Come down at 6 o'clock. Come down just before 6 o'clock. You need to be here at 6 o'clock tonight.
And bring your car horns.
Yes, indeed.
Right. Don't forget, do plenty of blowing there at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Nice to work with you, Dennis.
Nice to work with you, lads.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
I wonder, can we keep this up to the intro?
Have to write to my old friend. I walked across that burning bridge, mailed my letter off to Dallas, but her reply came from Anchorage, Alaska. She said, "Hey girl, it's about time you wrote. It's been over 2 years, you know, my old friend. Take me back to the days of the foreign telegrams and the all-night rock and rolling. Hey, Shell, we was wild then. Hey, Shell, you know it's kind of funny. Texas always seems so big, but you know you're in the largest state in the union when you're anchored down in Anchorage. Hey girl, I think the last time I saw you was on me and Leroy's wedding day. What was the name of that love song you played? I forgot how it goes. I don't recall how it goes. Anchored down in Anchorage. Leroy got a better job, so we moved. Kevin lost a tooth, now he started school. I got a brand new 8-month-old baby girl. I sound like a housewife. Hey, sir, I think I'm a housewife. Hey, girl, what's it like to be in New York? New York City, imagine that. Tell me, what's it like to be a skateboard punk rocker? Leroy says send a picture. Leroy says hello. Leroy says I'll keep on rocking, girl. Yeah, keep on rocking. Hey, Shell, you know it's kind of funny. Texas always seems so big, but you know you're in the largest state in the union when you're anchored down in Anchorage. Oh, Anchorage. Anchored down in Anchorage. Oh, Anchorage.
103.7 Kiss FM.
Equipment to make that.
And we've got some outtakes coming to you in just a moment. You may have heard one or two of them cutting across me there as I was speaking. We're into the final hour. I'd just like to remind you again, get yourself down here. We're having a big party here at Kiss FM. So I wonder, can we get those running now? We've got these outtakes we want to play for you. If you've got cassettes, stick them in now.
Marley's Hire, Moy Road, Portadown have a vast range of equipment to make that DIY job so much easier. We hire mini diggers. Mini diggers? We hire mini diggers. Mini diggers. You want a more punchier, more thud? Take it again. Take 3.
KG's Big Spring Sale is now on. So don't miss these unbelievable bargains now at KG's
Now, where am I going to put this 9-foot-high postcard?
All you have to do is write down the telephone number and send it to us on a postcard or a bloody sealed-down envelope. Shit. I forgot something stuck up my nose. rocket through space on... I can't keep this up. Cullen's World of Entertainment. Over the tops, shooting galleries, side stalls, your favourite disco music, and over 10,000 lights! Yeah, I've never done a red corner shop ad. I'll loosen a couple of buttons here. I'll loosen my trousers.
It's horrible.
I'm going to have to get rid of this fly.
Heaton's for style in your home today.
The celebration reopening at Heaton's Monaghan is now on, and every purchase entitles you to our free Howly draw.
As it's a few weeks since we had Rory Gallagher on the show, we now have him now. So, Jesus.
103.7 Kiss FM. Music still to come includes the new Prince single, plus how a kiss and a cuddle can actually burn up calories to get you into shape for the summer ahead.
Right, Marty and Dave.
Fergal,
sorry. No frog down here, man. There's a horse and cart.
Get this man a coffin.
No, cremation. Cremation.
The Audio Centre has special offers on MIDI hi-fi.
Another Kiss FM crazy night with the Kiss FM disc jockeys. Playing your favorite floor dance. Playing your dance floor.
Club every Wednesday, Friday and Saturday from 9 p.m. with the latest light and laser show in Ireland. So get in on get in. Who wrote action? Because it looks like nation, you know. So get into Club on the National Health. If you're over 85, you have to have a free bus pass as well. So get in on the... So get in... I think I'm wasting me time in here. Do you know that? Club where you can acquire socially transmitted diseases and purchase condoms. Our fun pubs and steakhouse are open 7 nights for leisurely enjoyment of salmonella from Club. I wonder, does Miles ever buy food in this place? Let's get out of here. I want to try some of the Orge lovers in the form of a pint, maybe. Like, I'm sure the place is a kip. They're paying money, I know, but it's not my style. I'll just try it one more time, right? In all seriousness. Club with the latest light and laser show in Ireland. In other words, they've got a 30-watt bulb in the jacks. Oh, man. You know, this is sort of painful psychologically. It's really detrimental to my form of well-being to advertise for a disco with a script which is so patently insincere, you know. It's the tortured artist effect. I can't do it.
Award-winning chef de cuisine. That's a difficult one. Award-winning chef.
Sun Seals there with Going Home. After our next track, we'll go into our feature. Hound Dog Tale.
Stateside, Donegal past Belfast. Stateside, live fast and, oh my God. Stateside, live fast, die hard, and stay hard and ride fast. I was like that on the air today. I was going, 103.7.
Stop looking at me. Bring a little bit of Italy home to your family tonight. About 5'6", long dark hair and big brown eyes. Hello.
Why not you try a traditional Italian? Okay, I take the pepperoni special.
I really can't do an Italian accent on this, not at all. Well, why don't you try our traditional Italian crispy-based special pizza?
Okay, punk. I take the pepperoni special.
Right, madam. Madam. Right, madam. Go, tell him to go away. That was too much now.
So bloody critical. Like an old woman in there.
Sunday, the 17th of July, sees Monaghan versus Tyrone in the Ulster final in Clonus. And after the match, follow the football team and the hooligans back to the and experience another great night of disco entertainment. Watch all the hooligans kick the out of John Friday. Sunday, the 17th of July, sees the...
The anniversary sale goes on. He's getting outtakes here like mad.
That was a number there for Who's In Trunk by Albert Collins.
Open till 9, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and blah, blah, blah.
Gotcha. Would you say, going on to something else here now for a moment, would you say that it's basically the purpose of most Irish bands these days would be to, do you think that their main purpose would be to secure a recording deal or to make themselves really widely known through live performances?
You're a winner, kid.
Really? What have I won?
A night out with John Friday and his follies, all in the one bed.
Hello?
Hello, Tom. Did you remember that you're still working here?
Join in the Hawaiian hijinks at the Kiss FM Crazy Hawaiian Aloha Pokey Pokey Night. Be there, if for no other reason to find out what the hell a Pokey Pokey is.
Hello, darlings. I'm not in the mood tonight, Roland.
Now that you've found the right partner, find the right condom.
Enjoy the crack every Friday with G&T. Enjoy the f***ing...
I was going to yell it out, Patty's in there. Chicago. Patty, get your hands out from underneath there.
Ferguson Flowers! Did you get the Doppler effect? I got it in here. Ferguson Flowers!
Hello there.
Hello there.
McIntyre Brothers' massive 18th... Keep wanting to say century for some reason. The great McIntyre Brothers' 18th anniversary.
What was the, was it like da-da-dun, dun-da-dun, da-dun, dun? Was it that kind of... On the tape's not on, thank God for that. This fabulous offer, even, oh, darlings, this fabulous offer.
This hair-raising offer lasts only for the month of November. I feel right, Wally.
Can't we get that guy from the Stewarts on TV? Oh no, super crazy prices, that insipid Burke. Sorry, no offence intended.
That's a cracker, that one. This is not me, Roland.
If you like the car, you love the deal.
The words are not coming out tonight. Here we go. Take 3. Action.
Malcolm is a Wally, sweetheart. Malcolm is a Wally, sweetheart.
Celebrate the studio celibate. And I am. That's on the outtakes. Studio Kiss at the Four Seasons Hotel Monaghan. Sorry, come back again.
Anyway, I'll consider their offers, sweethearts. And if they really want me, I'll let them grovel a little.
Ring in the new year in their ballroom.
Turn the thing down.
Estezanos for 80 years of original homemade Italian ice cream. Estezanos are offering special flavors weekly made from original Italian recipes such as rum raisin, honeycomb, raspberry ruffle, toffee nut crunch, chocolate mint crisp, strawberry and pineapple. Under new management, Estezanos still maintains 80 years of the highest quality standard, which is second to none. So stock up on 2-liter packs for your Christmas party dessert. Estezanos are open 7 days a week, 10 to 10, and all day Christmas and Boxing Day. Wholesale inquiries are welcome. Estezanos Original Italian Ice Cream, 145 Newton Arts Road, Belfast, just below Templemore Avenue. Or telephone Estezanos Belfast 732929.
I see you still have the problem. Yes. Do you realize it could spread? What? All over? Could even affect the vision. Really? You will just have to get it replaced. Who would you suggest then? Well, there is a company called Speedscreen who have a mobile windscreen replacement service. All I need is a telephone number now. That's no problem. You can telephone Speedscreen free on 0800 269 595. Right then, no time like the present. 0800 269 595.
Caroline Music, taking the music to the people, with branches at Ann Street, Belfast, McGowan Building, Portadown, and Buttercrane Centre, Newry, reaching out to reach you with the very latest in records, cassettes, compact discs, and videos. That's Caroline, the biggest name in music.
You know the value of quality, and you know just where to find it now.
Who are Northern Ireland's fastest growing fashion company for 16 to 25s? Chicago. Did you know that Chicago are less expensive than all the leading multinationals? Chicago buy the same clothing, but put it on the shelf for less. They put out new lines every day, and their prices for leather jackets are unbeatable. Check out Chicago at any of their branches throughout the province. Remember, for the best deal around, call today at Chicago.
When you know the value of quality, you know just where to find it.
Clutter-free. Kiss anything. Dennis Murray rocks.
Just gone 15 minutes after 5. We're into the final hour, our final 3/4 of an hour. We've a news flash.
Earlier today on Kiss FM, you heard a story that one unlicensed radio station in Dublin was making an appeal to the High Court. A last-minute attempt to prevent the closure of unlicensed radio stations tomorrow in the Republic has failed in the High Court in Dublin. The action had been taken by Eamon Cook, Managing Director of the unlicensed radio station Radio Dublin. But the High Court President, Justice Liam Hamilton, has given leave to Cook to challenge the constitutionality of the Broadcasting Act and Wireless and Television Act of 1988. I wish I could say, stay tuned.
Thank you, Susan. Right then. Time for me to say bye-bye. Before I do, I've just been handed one of these notices that we don't generally read out on air because it's not that type of a radio station. However, because we are in the final, final 45 minutes, 44 minutes, I thought we may as well do it because Mary Mooney in Crumlin has lost her dog, a Jack Russell. And I hear people screaming in the background because... this is terrible. A poor little Jack Russell being lost at this festive season. The dog, by the way, he answers to the name of Benji. Here, Benji! Here, Benji! All right, Benji's been lost as Jack Russell in Crumlin, Mary Mooney. If you happen to come across Benji... if you happen to find Benji,
You'll be a pervert.
You'll be a pervert, yeah.
Benji's
if you happen to find,
the yard.
you can phone Mary Mooney on 53827. Right, Dennis Murray is saying goodbye. You know, when Dennis Murray says goodbye, you get silence. How come we have got no silence? I'm saying goodbye. Oh, I have to say, I really enjoyed my spell here. I've been working here since April 1. And I had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it. I'd say, without doubt, that Kiss FM 103.7 is probably the best radio station I've ever worked for. And I say that for a number of reasons. I suppose the first reason is that the team of people who worked here, and are working here right up until 6 o'clock, are one of the best teams I've ever worked with, because there have been no hassles, nothing has gone, everybody just had a great time. That's one of the reasons I say it's good. Another reason is because the station is so powerful. I mean, I've never worked in a radio station as powerful as Kiss FM. And I don't mean just technically on 1.2 million watts of power FM, but I mean the whole image of the station, the whole sound of the station was powerful from day one. And that's due to a couple of people in particular. And I know I named names last week, so maybe I'll just name one or two again today. And they are Tom Hardy, who is our station manager here at Kiss FM, an excellent man to have been working with, a genius in ways, and I really like to thank him because he's excellent. Also, of course, Miles Johnson, and the list would go on forever, so I won't bother with any of that. I'll just say thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it, and Tom Hardy will be taking you up to 6 o'clock from now. So from myself, Dennis Murray, until I talk to you again in the new year, and believe you me, I will be talking to you. Bye.
Kiss FM. Kiss FM. Hot hits. Kiss FM. Hot hits. Kiss FM. Hot hits. Kiss FM.
It is 5:27 at 103.7 Kiss FM. Unfortunately, everybody's sitting here waiting for me to make some profound comment at this point. We've just 33 minutes left together at 103.7 Kiss FM.
This has got to be the saddest day of my life. I called you here today for a bit of bad news. I won't be able to see you anymore because of my obligations and the ties that you have. We've been meeting here every day. And since this is our last day together, I want to hold you just one more time. When you turn and walk away, don't look back. I want to remember you just like this. Let's just kiss and say goodbye.
I had to meet you here today. There's just so many things to say. Please don't stop me till I'm through. This is something I hate to do. We've been meeting here so long. I guess what we done, was wrong. Please, darling, don't you cry. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. Many months have passed us by. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. I can't lie. I'm gonna miss you. I've got ties, and so do you. I just think this is the thing to do. It's gonna hurt me, I can't lie. Maybe you meet another guy. Understand me, won't you try. Let's just kiss, say goodbye. I'm gonna miss you, I can't lie. Understand me, won't you try?
103.7 Kiss FM. It's now 5:31. We've 29 minutes left on the air here at the station. And so, I guess, at last, it has happened. The fateful day has arrived. As of tomorrow, Saturday, all of the truly independent radio stations in Ireland will have closed down. Because tomorrow, the new legislation passed in Dublin earlier this year comes into force. I guess I should have seen it coming. I arrived in Ireland in February of 1981, wet around the ears, mostly from having been at Radio Caroline, I should add, and to be told by my new colleagues at Sunshine Radio in those days, make the most of it, it's all over in 2 months. And so here I am, almost 8 years later, and I have to say it's been the most enjoyable 2 months of my life. That also means I'm still only 26. The story for me has been the best part of a couple of years at Sunshine in Dublin, 14 months at Radio Nova, 16 weeks on a picket line, followed by 3.5 years in English local commercial radio. January of this year, I finally hit the trail back here to Ireland to help get Kiss FM in Monaghan Town onto the air. It's been bloody hard work, and I'm really disappointed that it's only now, on the day that we have to close down, that I guess we're beginning to see the fruits of our labours. New faces, new places. The story continues shortly. Meantime, here's the first record I played on the station. Chairman of the board at Ulster's Best Music.
Christ, my heart and soul. I'm on my way to a better place. I'm on my way to a better place. Where love is free, to hell with hate. Oh, I'm on my way to a better The gates are pearl, the streets are trimmed in gold. I'm on my way to a better place. The young at heart there cease from growing old. I'm on my way to a better place. Destination is love, come and go with me there. It's all in your mind, we all need to be there. I'm giving Jesus Christ my heart and soul. I'm on my way It's a wild ride. You can make or break. You can win or lose. That's a chance you take. When the heat's on you, and the heat is on.
You can make a break, win or lose. That's the choice you have. Glenn Fry, The Heat Is On, the record that started it all here at 103.7 Kiss. 21 minutes left in it. Let's say welcome to good buddy of mine, Shamie McKenna.
Hi,
How
Tom.
you doing, guy?
Oh, I'm doing fine. And you?
The Blues Show, tell us about it. How was it for you, darling, as they say?
It was first class. I made so many friends, you know, over the months I've been with Kiss FM, and now I'm managing a little band of my own, Plug. The Missing Digits, and Mr. Terry Hooley is giving us a gig in the Limelight in about the third week in January, so something's happening here.
Okay, we've reached an end at this particular stage, but for you it's upwards and onwards, I heard.
Absolutely. Oh, the blues will live on. The blues will live on, man.
Shamie, before we go any further, thanks for the Blues Show. It really was good, and it's getting better show by show. It's a shame that this week we have to cut that off in its prime almost. Thanks also for the hospitality that you've shown everyone that's worked on this radio station. The hospitality around town. In the Anchor Bar in Dublin Street, Monaghan.
Hey!
That'll cost you a fiver.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Sincere thanks to... you taught us this town,
Absolutely.
basically.
Yes.
I'm very grateful for that.
Send me the bill.
Shamie, good luck in the future. Thanks for being with us over the last 9 months.
Thank you very much, Tom, and all you guys. Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Right.
Okay, Kiss FM. What can I say about the idea? I think it really was a pretty damn good idea. Not mine, but the brainchild of two guys. It's Miles Johnston and Jeff Camblin, who most of the world think is nuts, but there's always been a very thin line between genius and madness. If those guys are crazy, then so am I. There was I sitting in England as a pensionable possibility. Bored out of my skull, I heard about the concept of Kiss FM in October 1987. It took me a long time to say yes to the station owners, but frankly, once I'd been asked, I knew from the very beginning that Kiss FM was the place that I had to be. I think the force had struck. The chance once again to be involved in some really exciting radio, and it has been. Yesterday I played a record for someone special, which that special person missed. I'll play the record again.
We can't play this game anymore, but can we still be friends? Things just can't go on like before, but can we still be friends? We had something to learn. Now it's time for the real
Todd Rundgren, can we still be friends at 5:45? This is the most difficult job I ever had in my life. Not the job itself, but doing this tonight. With 15 minutes left in it, I have with me at this particular point one of the guys I mentioned earlier, Miles Johnston. Hi,
Who's
Miles.
he?
Okay, let's keep it succinct, huh?
Yeah. Thank you very much for letting this facility get on the air, everybody. I had some things I wanted to say, but I've forgotten them all as usual. It's been great working in this wonderful environment of free thinking, free radio in Ireland for the last odd years, on and off. I blotted my copybook and joined the BBC for my sins.
For more years than I care to remember. That's the phrase you were looking for.
The thing that I couldn't believe was when I was in Toronto and saw a Radio Dublin t-shirt wobble its way down Yonge Street. Radio Dublin 253. I hope they have a good time at the weekend, and thank you, Eamon Cook, for doing your bit today, despite your past sins. It's been great working on Big D. It's been great.
Forgiveness is a virtue.
All the great radio stations all over the country some are closing down at this moment in time. Thank you very much for the investors for putting their money where their mouths were and putting this station on the air. And it's been great putting a signal which has been put into Belfast. People in the Republic, people in Dublin have had great radio for 12, 15 odd years. In Belfast, they've only had it for 9 months.
Yeah, Miles, you should have never hired me. That's all I can say. I tell you for why, this is the third radio station I've closed down.
Well, hopefully there will be something in the new year, but it will be very late in the new year in Belfast. Hopefully there will be something creative. And
it'll be very useful if I lose my dog. That's all I know.
Must apologise for the lost dogs in the radio.
Dennis Murray.
Tom, I just want to say to you at this stage, keep smiling.
This is difficult stuff.
I know.
We have 13 minutes.
And you just keep smiling.
I have a lot of thank yous to do at this point. And there's 1,001 people made the whole thing possible during 88. If your name doesn't appear on the list, just send your complaints to John Rosper at Downtown Radio. For the people that were here in the beginning, Peter McIlvanney, Marty Gray, Plunkett Duffy, Aidan, also Pat and Jerry, they're the people that actually physically built the place, decorated it, wired the studios and a whole lot more. Around Monaghan Town, Aidan Walsh, Jerry, Mickey's Mix, Frank McKenna at the Four Seasons, Shamie McKenna at the Anchor Bar in Dublin Street, Anne and Peter at the West End Row, Tom Brady, and particularly the bar staff at the Hillgrove Hotel, Monaghan Plant Hire, the check's in the post, Seamus and Barry at Monaghan Electrical Wholesale, your check's in the post as well, Oriel Office Supplies in Dundalk, just turn over the script here, Telecom Aaron for being so generous, the ESB, Peter McChrystal and Sean Boylan for being Peter McChrystal and Sean Boylan, staff at Andy's Restaurant, Jimmy's Pub, staff at Patton's, all at the Genoa, Louis Cassidy, Frankie Murray and Ujar for keeping us entertained. We needed a laugh. Susan McKenna for her tolerance and patience. Heatons, Stacks of Tracks, Rima Printers, Kieran at KG's Boutique, Martin behind the bar at McKenna's, Sound Quality, Derville at Cecil's, particularly for keeping our news and administration staff fit, healthy and slim. M&K Costumes, Jean McGurk at the Emmy Vale, Mine's a Pint, McConnon's, Old Cross Square, Stay Bright for dealing with Dr. Pat's socks and wife runs, The Happy Friar for feeding John Friday every night, Hayes TV, Brendan Sherlock for a roof over the disc jockeys' heads, that's Sherlock Holmes, of course, Eamon White and Paul Clifford at Monaghan United, Anne and Martin Monaghan of the Ashley House, Kieran Reynolds, Tom Scully and all at the Garda Barracks, evening all, Tony's Gym in Clonus, the National Irish Bank, the Bank of Ireland in both Armagh and Monaghan, thanks for the call earlier, Cormac at Smith's TV, Hi-Fi and Video. Did we smuggle anything? No, I'm sure we didn't. Armagh Music for the records and Video Vision for the dirty movies. The Backroom Boys, Miles Johnson, Paul Cotter, Peter Gibney, Jeff Camblin, Seamus McQuillan, Brian Johnson, who's he? The directors, they know who they are. The team in Belfast, Ray Chapper, Dermot Norton, Tommy, Connor, Sandra Dixon, Anne, Maureen Hugh, Gary Hopley, Eamon Cuscat, and the list goes on. And a lot of station friends, too. Martin O'Hagan at the Sunday World, call him a friend. Lena Ferguson, about the Ferguson at the Sunday Life, Dan Keenan at the Irish News, Bruce Batten and Roisin Duffy at the BBC TV in Belfast, everyone at Aiken Promotions in Belfast, Donal at David Hull Entertainments, Harland and Wolf. They did us proud, did they not, Miles?
Yeah, they did a hell of a good job, and we're on the air because of them. Thank you.
Harland and Wolf. Atron in Dublin, Federal Express and Williams Air Freight, It Records in Portadown, Brian Jordan at CBS, Peter Kenny at WEA, I've just got those guys into trouble, Steve Martin at Jingle Jangle Studios in Belfast, a very special mention for John Kennedy and Larry at Rehill McEwen in Craigavon. The fuel they supply is what this radio station runs on. John Lumber, Sarah Barry and Steve Kavanagh at Pernod in London. Danny McGuigan at the Limelight Club in Belfast. Staff at Crackers in Am Street for the plastic doo-doos. Sharon Smith at Metro Express, Northern Standard. Who? Northern Standard, Session Music in Belfast. She Magazine in London for the horoscopes, which were always wrong. Stevenson Hire and Sales for the Hoover, which never worked. And Adam Woodgate in York for not bad-mouthing us when he could have done. This place is going to be a ghost town. Here's the specials of 103.7.
This storm is coming like a ghost town. All the clubs are being closed down. This place is coming like a ghost town. Bands won't play no more. Too much fighting on the dance floor.
.7 Kiss FM, broadcasting live from Monaghan Town, Ghost Town, from the specials from the early 80s. With just a couple of records left here at the station, I have some more thank yous to do, and a mention for the places that the Kiss Party Animals Brigade played over the last year.
Yay!
There's a few in there.
Yay!
Antrim Boat Club, Four Seasons Hotel in Monaghan. There was the Emmyvale Inn in Emmyvale, Madison's at the Deer Park in Antrim, the Skeffington in Antrim. Anybody remember that place? Flamingos at the Valley Hotel in 5 Mile Town. Susan, you were there.
And I must point out the Flamingos at the Valley Hotel, 5 Mile Town, was the most hospitable gig that I ever did.
You mean they bought you a lot of free beer? The
They
Ran
bought me a lot
Furley
of
in
champagne.
Belfast, Studio Kiss in Monaghan Town, RB's in Toonbridge, the Seago Hotel in Portadown, the Washington Bar in Belfast, Pips International in Belfast, the Silverwood Hotel, well, we just stayed there for a bit.
A weekend.
I'm saying no more. Royal Arms Hotel in Omagh, the Glenavon in Cookstown, Club Nova in Ballinahinch. There was a lot of pokey went on that night, but I saw none of it. Joblin's Hotel in Drumkeen, Don's Pizza Warehouse in Belfast. I arrived late for that. Stormont Hotel, Knightsbridge Club in Newtonards.
Where's Newton Ards? The pub with no beer in Ballymena, I certainly wasn't there. The Grouse Inn in Ballymena, the White Horse Hotel in Coot Hill. I'm getting to the end of the list. This is the thank yous. Rumours Dungannon, Parkers Dungannon, Donard Park in Newcastle, Wellington Park in Belfast, Gosford House Hotel in Market Hill, Armagh, Swan Lake Hotel in Monaghan, and the Limelight Club in Belfast. Those are just a few. We've one more record before we do the stuff tonight. Oh, do we have some conversation from over there?
What kind of conversation would you like?
It's very...
I would just like to say thank you very much for professionals coming to a radio station and being a professional. Thank you.
I would just like to say thank you to everybody who has given us the freedom to run this.
Okay, guys. Thanks very much for all that stuff. I'm not going to run through a staff list. Everybody here at the station knows who's involved. I'm just going to mention one guy who doesn't work for us. John Rossborough is waiting for a star to fall. That star doesn't fall for another 5 minutes.
Your duvet. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, children. For the last time, we are 103.7 Kiss FM. Waiting for a star to fall. Okay, John, you're not a bad guy, really. Who were they? Boy meets girl. We've just a couple of minutes left here at the station. Very nearly time for Kiss FM to say farewell to you all. I hope that we've thanked everyone that we had to. If we missed you out, apologies. We'll mention you as soon as we return. And as you know by now, tomorrow, Saturday, 31st, the new legislation, the Broadcasting and Wireless Telegraphy Act 1988, comes into force. We have to close before then. We really don't want to go, but we just have to. In a few minutes' time, at 6 o'clock, 103.7 Kiss FM will fall silent for the final time. And wherever you are at precisely 6 o'clock, just blow your car horn, blow it long, blow it loud. Show us your support, your solidarity. Let the world know that you demand a choice in radio listening. Let the powers that be know that you want your Kiss FM. Before we depart, I'd just like to highlight some of the lyrics from our final song tonight. Before you point the finger and hope the whole thing disappears, remember, empty words will fall and fall upon the deafest ears. We won't give in without a fight, and foul play without a doubt. No silver lining to be seen in this thundercloud. Your money fills their pockets, fear fills their tiny minds. At last the world is talking now. This ain't no way to treat mankind. A sudden blackout stops the show, but doesn't stop the way I am, because all my life I've been oppressed. You're not the first to say I am. I do all I can. For an ideal world where we're free to choose, for an ideal world we're no longer born to lose. In the ideal world, we could start again. Now, in my real world, let's put an end to suffering. From all of us at KISS, until we meet again, goodbye, God bless, and thank you. Kiss FM time is 6 o'clock. 103.7 is now closing down.
Before you point the finger and hope the whole thing disappears, remember empty words will fall and fall upon the deafest ear. You won't give in without a fight and foul play without a doubt. No silver lining to be seen in this thundercloud. Oh, that's not allowed in the ideal world. We'd be free to choose, but in my real world, oh, you can bet we're gonna lose. Your money fills their pockets, fear fills their tiny minds. At last the world is talking now. This ain't no way to treat mankind. A sudden blackout stops the show, but doesn't stop the way I am. 'Cause all my life I've been oppressed. You're not the first to say I am. I do all I can for an ideal world where we're free to choose. But in my real world, oh, you can bet we're gonna lose. In the ideal world, we can start again. But in my real world, depends on the color of your skin. We could be free forever if they would only change. But rules never change. No. A speck of blue up in the sky, a song of hope, a noble thought. But how long must the people die before the guilty ones are caught? Or will you spare our thought for an ideal world where we're free to choose? For an ideal world where we're no longer born to lose. In the ideal world, we can start again. Now in my real world, let's put an end to suffering and suffering. In the ideal world, where I'm free to choose. Or in my real world, we are set to air our views. In the ideal world, we can start again. Now in my real world, matters not about the color of your skin. Ideal world, free to choose. My real world, oh, we no longer blaming you. Ideal world, start again. Oh, we can start again. We got to start again.
FM 103.7 in stereo. We are Kiss FM.
Does this mic on air? Yeah.